Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Just give us a second here while we make sure everyone's stable and happy. Alright, welcome back to Thessia, everyone. A Thessia Thursday for us all. How exciting. Can't believe we'll be blessed with a Thessia live stream, says Thessia. Welcome in, Hunter. I am ready to build for you. User reviews, happy to see Thessia again, as is Pioneers of English, Mike Winterborn, Thomas. Good luck at the doctors, Thomas. I hope you're okay. I hope everything is well. And Kayeta can't wait. Joseph isn't enjoying CS2 at the minute. Hey, Star Stuff. Rob, welcome in, guys. Welcome on in. There's also got a tweet out as well. So I think first things first. I've got an idea of the space I want to work on today, but I think we'll jump into Google Earth first, if the live stream will handle it. Yeah. So let's pop my UI back on. Swing back to the Thessian daytime. And then we'll have a little chat about what's going to happen. So over here, there's a big glaring hole between the Thessian wilderness and the distance to Valkyrie. And it's just a bit awkward. So we've got a lot of rivers around here. This is quite reminiscent of kind of the landscapes around Sydney with the river running out into the bay. So I think I found something in Sydney to fill this space with, and I think that's what we'll do today. So let's pull up Google Earth. I'll also bring it over to you guys to watch as well. Hey BL, DJB, what did I do to deserve my own birthday stream? Absolutely happy birthday, DJ. Thank you for joining us on your special day, mate. Hope you have a good one. I'll tell you what, we'll name the build after you today. Why it's your birthday. Kailata, hello. How are you? Hey David, nice to see you, buddy. Unfunny VR as well. Welcome in, guys. So we are in the suburbs of Sydney. So here is Sydney, here's the bay. The bridge is the big arterial down here. So this is the sort of area I'm looking for inspiration for, right? Kind of quite wide rivers as they're about to emerge out into the sea. And I found something here, a little bit of a peninsula build, which isn't what we're playing with today, but we do have a view over water. But it's basically kind of a super posh school, right? It's super landscaped build, big fusing of assets in the middle with very cool road networks. And then of course it has access down to the water, and the shoreline itself is very rocky. And there's football pitches, landscape gardens, so I think we'll do something like this today. Alright? To apparently now celebrate DJ's birthday. Is what we'll do. Is what we'll do. Egg, please come back to Thessia more often. We will, Joseph. It depends. It all depends how it performs, mate. To be honest, like it went away. The episode stopped because the views were terrible. So it's all dependent on performance, mate. I do love Thessia, but it is the performance dependent. Hey Jojo, Adam, welcome in, buddy. Whiskey Hunter, good morning, buddy. You are up early. Fire, please. No miss bear. Darwin, hello guys. Bonjour. Cool. So this is what we'll work on today. So I think we'll start by possibly having a look at what buildings we can use to create this little bit of a I guess if we're going to call it a school, it is a school in Australia, isn't it? So we can call it that, I guess. Unless DJ wants it to be anything different. Well, let's them decide. Cool, so in terms of a viewpoint here, we're quite high up the mountain, so I reckon let's have a little look where we want to pick out to build here. Let's go. How high is that? Yeah, maybe a little taller than that actually. I think we can afford quite a bit more than that. Maybe even higher actually. I think I'm feeling quite down. I want it to kind of have a view behind the towers. Maybe up here. So we'll push this out. Obviously this is going to look super unorganic while we first work with it, but we'll work with the terraforming around it once we're happy with the assets. Cool. So big extension of the mountain. Let's try blend some of the awkwardness back in. Yeah, let's try and shape it a little bit more naturally. Yeah, you caught alive again. Hey, Mako. Welcome back in. How are you? Happy to see some CS1 back in the great city of Thessia. Yeah, you know what? I did kind of have a very warming smile when I reloaded Thessia. It was something to behold, I think. It was a lot of fun. I was like, oh, hello. Hello, Thessia. Cool. So let's first of all just eye up how much room we're going to need here. So I reckon we can probably steal a little bit more room from the north bit there. Wonderful. So I think the road networks are going to be most important here. It's a pretty neutral road. There's no kind of landscaping on it. Road just looks like tarmac kind of in the grass. So I reckon parking lot service road will be fine. Just a plain unmarked little road. Also looks like there's a bit of a gatehouse by the entrance to the school as well. So we'll see if we can figure that out. Maybe we'll go jump into Street View, see if we can pick out some specifics as well. Hey, Bad Wolf, how are you? Anu as well. Hello, hello. Hey, Picana, how you doing, mate? Dude, your build was insane. If you guys haven't seen Picana's metro station, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. He did an incredible job in CS2 of building the... I don't even know what it's called. Metro Plaza, is it? The one that came with the DLC? Let me dig it out here. It's in Hubs, isn't it? No, it's not. Is it just Metro? Is it just Metro? No, it must be. No, it's in Content Creator Packs, isn't it? Yeah, idiot. Idiot. Yeah, he built this in CS2 using net lanes and invisible networks. Wild. Absolutely wild. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. Hey Jason, welcome into the stream, mate. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Ben necessitated with £30 super chat, mate. That's so kind of you, Bear. Thank you. If you ever come back to Thessia after today's stream, I'd love to see a flying doctors. Really rural build. A really small village and rough airstrip. Keep it going. Overlord egg. Thank you, Bear. That sounds like a really fun build, mate. Absolutely. Yeah. Keep reminding me of that one. Sounds like a good one. I've always seen those kind of dusty little airstrips at the kind of entrance to really rural towns, especially in the outback. There's quite a lot of them, isn't there? And northern territories. I think we'll align this a little bit more of a curve. And then let's find out where we want to bring in our kind of introductory roundabout. Let's do a little 5 deep number here. That just so happened to align with the start of the curve. Cool. And then we'll bring these roads out in kind of a big sweeping motion with probably all snappings on here. And the 20s may be a little wide. Let's do 15. I should do. We're probably not going to need this one through the middle here either. Do 15 again this side. Put guidelines back onto. Leaves us perfect. So we'll fill this space with something. We'll definitely get lots of rocks in here as well. Kind of give the impression it is sat up on the cliff edge here. So in terms of the assets, it's a very grandiose school. So I'm not sure what we could use to really replicate that. Let me just have a look back at Google Earth. Oh, I wonder if can we get a street view in the school? Okay. Let me bring Google Earth back into play here. Do you guys have any asset suggestions for what we could use for this space? Quite a prestigious school. And there's a picture of it up here on the right. But it's quite a unique building, isn't it? Not sure what CS assets would blend best into this. Maybe liberal arts, university stuff with the red roof. Or we could use something like the academic library. We could just use that. That would give us that. Maybe this isn't as grand though, is it? This isn't as grand as it as that, I don't think. Hey, can we see it? Let's get on the street, see what we think. Campus building, says Jason. Yeah, I think that's the best shot, mate. I think the liberal arts stuff Yeah. Super tree heavy as well. Some palms. There we go. And then a sloped pathway going down towards the water, but we don't have the water feature to play with, so we don't really worry much about the shoreline. We'll play with the cliff edge instead. Elder house will look good. That's a good shout, Joseph, actually. Yeah, elder care would look good in it. Okay, so red roof and old building is the general vibe. Now, I'm not sure if we still have the education bug here on Thessia. We absolutely do. So, actually, you know what? We do have. We already have a university district nearby. Here. At the top of Queen's Park, we use liberal arts assets here as well. Let's paint this round. And then we'll just be able to place well. I don't know what's caused the education bug in Thessia, by the way. It's been like that for more than a year now. I'm assuming it's an asset that is broken, but I don't know which one it is. Yeah. I've heard your name dropped in multiple other creators' videos. I finally looked you up as a vanilla console player. I'm in love with Orchid Bay playlist. Thank you for the inspiration. That's so kind, Dustin. Thank you, mate. Welcome to the channel. There's a lot more of that vanilla plus gameplay on the channel as well, mate. Help yourself to all the other ones. I'm sure some of the viewers in the live chat will tell you some good series to watch. Right. I am also sipping on a coffee as well here, guys. So if you do hear some gentle slurping, that is what it is. Oh, School of Education. It is an incredibly annoying bug, this one. Does it work if we go through find it as well? Every time I've had to build you guys a campus in the game, I've always had to place the assets beforehand because that bug kind of stops me from using education assets properly. But this is almost the exact vibe we need here. This is actually pretty much perfect. We'll get some bob on the go as well. Get rid of them peach trees. Is that roundabout perfect? It is, isn't it? I thought it was a bit off there. I mean, I think that's it, isn't it? That's the build right there. That's it. Let's thank you all so much for watching. As always, enjoy the rest of your day. No, of course I'm joking. Let's do something more. You know, we could just duplicate this. Did you use liberal arts campus yet? We have no miss, but it's not as a liberal arts campus. It's just as downtown assets. So we've got the main building over here. And then because I wanted to use this unique building up against this edge of the city. So it is technically a campus, but we haven't built it as a campus, if you like. And then its assets are also spread across the city as well. The auditorium, I think this is, isn't it, by the soccer fields? And the soccer, oh my word. Sorry guys, my American slipped out then. The football field. And then we also put them up here as well as part of our Queen's Park building. I wanted some like modern infrastructure that was a bit chunky than a 4x4 asset, you know. Liberal arts assets could be quite goated, you know. They could be quite goated. They're very good. There's nothing else quite like them in the game. I'm wondering if we just do this. What do you think? Gives us a courtyard in the middle. Gives us that very impressive kind of school structure. And then of course we can do loads of landscaping around it. Or what do you think? Is it too much? How about... let's see... There's not actually too many red roof assets in the liberal arts building, is it? They're all just kind of red coloured rather than red roofed, if you like. We could fuse that one. Soccer, behave yourself. I don't know where that came from, Bacana. I've no idea where that came from, mate. Terrible that, wasn't it? Yeah, it's terrible that. I think this might be a little bit more tame. Maybe. I think I'm going to go for a fusing into the back. And then I think we use that, maybe. I think that's a little more sensible, isn't it? Not sure. Not sure on that one. Dormitories fused to the side, says Star Stuff. It could be. 8 AM in beautiful Richmond, Virginia. I'll tell you what we'll do. What do you want this called, DJ? I'm just going to call it the DJB birthday bonanza for right now. But let me know what you want it called, and you can have it while it's your birthday. Will the clock tower fuse into that? I reckon it would, you know? I think clock tower would fuse in here. Kind of fuse it into one of the buildings. I have to bring a pathway up for it, I think. Or we could have it in the central courtyard, maybe. Involve bringing this forward though. Which is fine, maybe we can actually go with star stuff side there of using the dorms there instead actually. It's not a bad shout. I think we'll run with that. Let's have a look at these roads then before giving access into these areas. Tell you what, I have gotten used to CS2's road engine. It's become very pleasurable to play with. We won't start hating on CS1's road tools though. They are still quite cute. And let's just throw this on a guideline. We use move it to manipulate angles. So how far can we push you away? Of course, this is a campus asset, so we can put it on a pathway as well, can't we? Which is always a massive bonus of kind of like trying to repurpose these campus assets, I think, isn't it? Is that you can put them on a pathway. We're going to stick with the red theme. Should we go with amusement park pathway? Let's not go that high there. Let's go just up to the front there. Start getting a rough kind of structure of what this is going to look like. Where are we putting the tower? Where does everyone want the clock? We'll have it here. I'll have to connect it with a pedestrian road though. Or do we want it so it looks as though it's coming out of the building? So it's a part of the School of Education. An actual clock tower. Tricky one, isn't it? Red brick old school vibes with a small farm around. Well, we do have farmland nearby, so we can absolutely tie it into that. Yeah, there's kind of mock farmland here on the edge of Valkyrie, which we can absolutely expand up to the border because we're not going to use this mountainside for anything. So we might as well do that. Clock in the roundabout, out the building behind. Duplicating the first building worked better, said Star Stuff. What, do we not want the liberal arts library in here? I think a roundabout clock might be my favourite shout. That really allows us to expand all the decals off of that too. Probably bob some fence off of it as well. If that can be bobbed, actually, I'm not sure if it can. Out the building was my idea, but it doesn't quite match with the materials. I think I know what I want to do here, actually. Let me grab the... thing again. We're going to push that up. We'll then grab a pathway here to connect the building. And the clock tower will sit there. Then we can just connect it straight to the road. And also, the citizens will get a better view as well, which someone just said in the live chat. And Mike said that. Ignore the cliff yet, we'll work with the cliff edge. It's obviously very janky yet, but I think it's certainly a landmark for the area, isn't it? Big hilltop private school like that. Welcome in, DJ. Lovely to see you, darling. How are you? Good morning to our favourite Minnesotan. What about off-centre at the back and one on the wings? It's a bold shout, Shuffer. It's a bold one. Could do that. And I want to get those dorms in as well, and I definitely want to see what they look like. Let's find them. They are up top. It is incredibly annoying to place them. You have to almost like double click just as you cancel the arrow. And then it lets you put it down. Well, let's get Bob in here. Bob is in need of some contract work, I think, isn't he? Get rid of all these orders and bushes off of these assets. Starting to clash with me a little bit. So let's try fusing. Guess more. See what sort of angular buildings we can create here. This is much more like what we see in Sydney here, actually, isn't it? Lots of 3 doors. I like that. We can recreate that on the other side as well. I think that's the play then. I think that's what we'll do. We'll do a fusing of liberal arts assets. I was kind of on board with Star stuff a little bit about duplicating the School of Education again, but I think it is a little bit, it's a little bit ILOS, I think. Star, isn't it? It's a little bit over the top, a bit of a caricature, I think. A bit too much. but I do like it. I appreciate it. Cool. Now you can see the time from everywhere. Yeah, you can, can't you? You can. I think we'll get rid of these tree linings here too. Let's remove them. I'd like quite a rocky base here for this cliff. Cool, so let's also complete the pathwork as well so they remain connected. Bring them straight across. Cool. Should be quite fun finishing Thessia in this kind of format. Do we want to push that back a little bit? Does that affect our courtyard at the back? No, it's okay. Get a bit more of an indentation there too. We'll do the same thing over here again as well. I just want to have the front of those dorms kind of touching the path rather than overlapping it. Keep pressing the wrong button for no UI. I've got all my PS2 shortcuts memorized. There we go. Let's just paint up to there as well. We'll finish off with some concrete tiles during a more refined detailing session, but otherwise, I like that. Need to duplicate this billboard too so you can see it from both sides. Pretty sure this is a VB billboard, isn't it? But I'll tell you what, I do miss Move It being able to copy and paste though. That is sorely missed from CS2. So we might have to separate it a little bit. There we go, let's do that. Cool. So start working on some terrain work around here now. This is all very scarred and a bit rough, isn't it? So let's see what we can do to help it out. Start doing some slope work from the bottom here. Actually, can we identify any kind of natural ridges on the mountain? Sort of one coming down here, isn't there? See if we can work that into the terrain then. Let's go for up here. Start cutting that and then we'll continue that from this corner. A little bit here as well. I think we'll get some of the workshop rocks around here too. Just a little bit of soften against those roads. Actually, I'll tell you what, I don't mind a bit of rock showing here actually. Leave that bit in. Definitely a bit more rock around here as well. I don't want to eat too much into my landscapable space though, as there's quite a bit more to this campus. It's not just the main building, so I don't want to go too much into it. I reckon we'll build a bit of a viewpoint up here as well for the school, right? It's only going to make sense, isn't it? Let's make sure we allow the terraforming space for that. We'll have it, I guess, straight outside the clock is going to be the favourite point, isn't it? There we go. Let's push that out so it's a bit more buildable. Or we do a key around it or something, I bet. Okay, now if we're talking about rocks, let's have a look what's going to happen with them. Let's do... I think I'll probably prefer the grey ones, alright? Fuse some of these clumps together. Some of these smaller boulders around the bottom. A little bit of overgrowth in there might go quite nicely too, right? Do we have an overgrown Thessia brush? We do, don't we? We do, yeah. Thessia dry. This should do. That's what those little tufts of long grass coming through. Obviously a place that isn't particularly landscaped or well trodden, so nature is left to reclaim it. That's where it allows us to put it in. Do you want to use any vanilla stuff? I think the vanilla ones might be a little bit too much, maybe. I'm more just after, like, rocky outcrops rather than slabs of mountain, essentially. I think that's what I want. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. DJBU is great. We'll go for DJBU instead then. Hey Teddy, welcome to stream, mate. How are you? It's nice to see you. Okay, so if we go for DJBU. Perfect. Happy birthday again, DJ. Okay. Starting to grow me a little bit more. These major terraforming jobs always look jank for ages until you get around to sorting out little tinier pieces of them. Let's go too big all the time here. I think it's possible to overdo the rock spice, isn't it? Cool. And a bit more of that tree bush over here too. Get that out of here. And there wouldn't be averse to the occasional gum tree in here too. That's managed to embed its roots. I mean, that street view we saw, the whole campus was super densely tree lined, wasn't it? Let's bring some smaller trees in there as well. Gums look a little bit lonely, don't they? Have some smaller ones kind of sprouting up between the crags, maybe. I think if we don't address this viewpoint here from the roadside, it's going to look a little bit weird. Maybe just some base vegetation as well. You know, we were talking about this in the CS2 live stream. It is called vegetation. If anyone was there, we were talking about what that was called. We couldn't remember. Yeah, okay. I think that's much more pleasing, isn't it? 3 rocks and some dry brush is always there. A strong shout, I think, isn't it? Do you have any signs that say school? We don't know. No. We don't have a school sign. I don't think there's one in vanilla either, is there? Long time no see, Egg. Still at your brilliant best. I see much love. Hey, Tim. Nice to see you, mate. You for hanging out, buddy. And they call me Fix. Good morning, family. I was doing a live. Nice to see you, Fix. Welcome in. Unfortunately, Black Sabbath, I can't speak what I think is German. I love this building clock tower. Yeah, let's work on this viewpoint. Where is this build on the map, Teddy? We're just outside of downtown, mate. So, hot bridges in your area. We're down the river, and a little bit further in town. A little bit on the hillside, building a private school. Yeah, like we saw in Sydney, actually. Cool. Yeah, so let's work on this viewpoint. And then we can kind of box off this cliff face. So I think we'll make it out of concrete. Let's get some slabs. Let's just have a small little box here. We get some of the part life viewing platforms up here as well, right? Let's take it up to there as well. And then let's go for, I think the nature reserve has the better viewpoints, doesn't it? Yeah, they do. Let's go over here. And please don't disconnect. It goes quite a long way, doesn't it? To be fair to it. Okay, yeah, well, I'm happy with that. Let's make sure we're all totally aligned here as well. It'd be terrible to build it all off center, wouldn't it? I think mostly happy with that. And then let's have that just about there. Perfect. And can we also bring you down to the height of the road? A little bit too much. Oh, no, that's pretty perfect. That's pretty perfect, isn't it? You just have the one. I don't really want to detract from detract from the clock tower too much. Not sure. Oh no, that's not what we want. We want to get rid of these awkward little lumps. There we go. And then what should we use for a barrier? I think node prop fencing is going to be a nightmare on this terrain, so I reckon we use a network. Hedge? Is hedge appropriate? Probably not. Do these not work anymore? No, they're just very, very small. We won't be able to see over any of these. Okay, maybe not a hedge then. Maybe just something cute and simple like farm. Just a little wooden handrail is all it needs. We do that. I reckon so, right? Let's just go straight under. Yeah, I like that. Nice and simple. Doesn't take the piss, does it? It's just classic farm fence. Something we can all get on board with, I think, isn't it? I know, like, we can all get entrenched in our views on different props and designs, but a bit of farm fence really brings us all together, doesn't it? Let's go for a 12-meter. Holy shit, Whiskey Hunter, what the hell, man? It's a crazy with donations recently. Whiskey Hunter with a $100 super chat. What the hell, mate? Congrats on your 100k and thank you for all the great content. I'm enjoying hundreds of hours of awesome city builds and please share the doggo. Some nice chicken treats. Smile. Whiskey, it's so nice of you, man. Thank you for that. That's crazy, crazy generous. You are a secret blend of herbs and spices, mate. It's been a pleasure to welcome you into the community and see you enjoying it all. I always see your little whiskey emojis. It always makes me smile. It's all very nice, mate. Thank you for all your support. All those comments are super helpful too. You always keep the old videos bubbling in the algorithm. So thank you for the support, mate. Truly, truly super generous, mate. Thank you so much for that. I'm a little bit lost for words. Thank you. Thank you so much. Get a plant space in here too. Just offsetting between the benches there, maybe. What's the poshest tree? Anyone got any shouts? I'm gonna say juniper is the poshest tree. I don't think gums are particularly posh, are they? Where's the Aussies? What's the poshest Aussie tree? Bad Wolf still here? Where's Bad Wolf at? Teddy's been to Australia. Finally caught a Thessia stream. Big love from Aussie fan. Welcome in, Jesse. Oh, there you go. There's Jesse. Well, there's an Aussie. I mean, there is Jesse the Aussie. What's the poshest tree in Australia, Jesse? Can you tell us? The top of the rail is sticking out the top. Oh, it is, isn't it? It is indeed. Let's pop that up a little bit and move it. There we go. Doesn't bring us up. Well, it does create a bit of a step there, doesn't it? Hold on, let's just bring the nodes of the fence down a little bit. Can I just... No, I can't. We have steps, don't we? I have step props. Yeah, we do. It's fine. We'll just build a step. This is what I'm needing in CS2. Just a little stair I can introduce into different places. Go down one, that'll be fine. There we go. That's fine. That'll do. We'll do a little area here as well for whiskey. This can be called Whiskey View. It's not with a Y, is it? No, it is. It is the American way, isn't it? No, not Whiskey Hunter. Whiskey. You can have Whiskey View or Hunter View. I'll leave it up to you, Whiskey, whichever one you want, mate. Palms. Palm trees are the best. I do like the palms. I'm always down for palms. Juniper and the fire tree. What's the fire tree? Cypress, says Teddy. Junipers are kind of basic, are they? I thought they were quite posh, junipers. Something unnaturally trimmed. Yeah, that's a good shout. We don't do posh, mate. You palms have got that covered. Great builds always. Like, cheers, Brian. Is that the fire tree? That is quite nice. We could do palms here. We do have some nice palms. Some of these cute little cabbage palms we've got in the collection. Anything bigger? Hardwoods, they seem pretty big. The fan palms are quite posh, aren't they? Or we could do those little hedge things we did for the wedding venue. These. Or do you know what we could do? Oh, where is it? We do this. Should we do this for everyone? Very immature. This will definitely get dislikes on the live stream, but I think it's worth the risk just for the laugh. Just for the one payoff, isn't it? And the dislikes roll in at exactly 37 minutes into the stream. We go for that. Which is obviously a diglet. It's a trio of diglets. Cherry blossom trees. We could do cherry blossom. We could do cherry blossom trees, yeah. Either that or like an actual box hedge if we want something unnaturally trimmed. I'm not sure. Not sure which one I want. Perfection. I don't think we can leave that one in, can we? How about we do some of these then? This is the juniper vibe, which was my initial gut feeling, but it is unnaturally trimmed juniper, shall we say? I won't leave. Dogtrio, sorry, yes, the Pokemon police are out. I knew I'd got that wrong. Pokemon police are there straight away. There we go. I think that's all it needs, isn't it? Something really simple. Very Sydney schoolboy endorsed, isn't it, Jules? I think we'll go with that. Very nice view. Can you see hot bridges in your area from here? You're damn right you can. We get on the view and enjoy the little view where we have a little hydration break here. I'm glad you're all as immature as me. Although we probably had a loss in viewers as well. It is the strongest shape so far, exactly. I'll put it in the hashtags today. Not safe for work. This coffee has gone very cold. You want the night view? Is there anything more disappointing in life than cold coffee? That's disgusting. I have to drink water instead. Welcome to all 124 of you. Join us for a bit of Thursday afternoon Thessia fun. Thank you for hanging out, guys. What a fine view. Doesn't that bridge just tie the whole city together? Teddy really made me appreciate massive infrastructure. He really did. Which is the highest compliment anyone can pay to another, isn't it? Oh, really notice the planes coming into land as well there, can't you? See them moving on the runway. We need to get a light down by that billboard as well. You can't really see it at night, can you? Feel like it should be illuminated from the bottom. Cold brew is okay, but hot coffee turned cold is an abomination. It is faff. It absolutely is. I don't know why I'm still drinking it. I'm still sat here drinking cold coffee. I'll go make a new one at the next hydration break. Move to water for now. Iced coffee is good, yeah. Iced coffee is good, but room temperature coffee is not. Wonderful. Right, let's revisit Google Earth then. Now we've got our main structure in, and we've worked on the terrain around here. Sort of our street view as well. So it's a bit of a random kind of amalgamation. There's lots of trees around here. Some big... Actually, can we get a view on the road? Oh, that's so disappointing. Really wanted to view up that driveway. But no dice. So, random football pitch between some tree lines. It goes kind of like very landscape with repeated hedging. And then it goes just like regular bushes. It's quite random, isn't it? Like there's a little flower bed here, maybe. A couple of trees. Random flower and some green space as a path. Runs all on the edge. What's all this blue stuff? Is that just trees, is it? Should we get in the street view on this path, see what we can discern together? It's too hot for hot drinks. I think it depends where you live, doesn't it? I think it depends where you live. Just a little dirt path. What's this? Random, random COVID safe sticker on the 360 view for some reason. Are these gum trees? These look like gum trees. You can't really see the road from here, can you? You can kind of see the little hedges. What a real mix of trees is pines over here. Or maybe we can see it from the roundabout, actually. How are we going to build that gatehouse? You know, it's called Rivendell as well. Like, what a cool name for a school. Isn't that where the elves are from? The elves are from Rivendell, aren't they? Pretty sure. A little hedge and rock detailing on the roundabout there. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to build that gate. I don't know if there's an asset or a sub building we can maybe repurpose, maybe. Okay, so there's little outbuildings and then very random sports pitches. So I think we've got enough to go off there, haven't we? See what we can bring in. I think we'll start with one of the sports fields here. So we could go for one of Bad Peanuts, which of course would attract people, but I don't know if Bad Peanuts fields are actually maybe a little bit too much for what we want here, because it's not like a proper field, it's literally just the markings. So I'm not sure. Do we have any other football pitch? No, we've just got the Australian football stuff. I mean, we could do an Aussie football pitch. There's no reason why not, right? I guess we could do multiple because there's loads of different sports here, isn't there? I mean, if we place this down, we will get people use it. How receptive is this to Bob? How about we get rid of the stadium lights? I think they're just not super needed, I think. I think that's what I don't like about it. There's definitely not stadium lights on that pitch in Sydney, is there? I think I'm going to go with this then. Can't remove those gates, can I? No. No. There's little... But they would have been a great network fence, wouldn't they? I wish we had got something like that for vanilla. Kind of a taller net fence would have been nice. Okay. Of course, we still have the campus area here, don't we? So we can use... what is it, like the groundskeeper's hut? There's another small little building as well, isn't there? In the campus stuff that we can use here. We should also have that little pathway that runs around the edge of the campus too. We can use that as a little boundary. Go turn on our terrain view here as well. In. Maybe even leave this little hillside in here. Maybe we can make a bit of a feature out of that. And then I reckon we'll just have this go up to probably where that path connects back into the campus. And then we'll do the same thing over this side as well. I'm gonna go lurk outdoors, but I've already got a bit of Thessia recap in, put a big smile on my face, and I needed that. Have a good stream, guys. I hope you're okay, Teddy. Thank you for stopping by, mate. It's always nice to see you. You enjoy your outdoors time, mate. Lots of deep breaths and hopefully a nice view as well. Or at least the sound of water. That always helps. Take care, Teddy. Nice to see you, mate. Okay. Not bad. A little bit of terraforming here, maybe. Maybe so I think we need to do a lot of height setting here, don't we? Let's grab the nodes of the road and everyone come down to the height of that. And that should make things a bit easier for everyone. Yeah, there we go. Cool. That expands the campus there. Let me just glance back to Google Earth. How are these buildings connected? Oh, it's actually a tiny little bit of road. It's not just a pathway. So let's do a bit of that. Just like a little... Actually, what would be good for this? It's kind of like a 1-unit road. It's not as wide as the actual driveway. So let's do these little 2-lane alleys. That should be quite nice, right? Jacarandas, says Thomas. Yeah, we'll get some jacarandas in. Absolutely. How are you going to build that? Good luck, Mango. Yeah, you need to help me, Mango. What are we going to do? How are we going to build a gatehouse in vanilla? Well, not vanilla, but vanilla assets, I should say, rather. So let's go back to the glitched campuses. So yeah, I'm thinking it's like, where's the groundskeeper's hut? Where is that? My blind? Groundskeeper's hut? It's there. That's the drama club. We need to extend the campus area too. Sorry about that bug, guys. I know it's very annoying. It only happens with education assets. But we do get there in the end. It just takes a second. Good morning, Josh. A little Thessia early this morning. It is a little early morning Thessia, isn't it? It is indeed. How are you, Josh? How is life on the West Coast? I'm just going to keep glancing back to Google Earth here. Keep taking little reference points of how we're landscaped here. How'd that go in? It's quite a natural extension. Then there's almost like little surface painted. Which angle does a surface painter run here? Not the angle I want, of course. Do I have any dirt? I do not. I could use that actually. Oh, this might be perfect. Yeah, let's use a network for it. I'm even going to use node controller and can I make you like 120? Oh no, not shift, stretch, sorry. Right. It's just like, yeah, like a little flower bed. That's packed with a relatively cute arrangement of very tiny flowers. So maybe this is some kind of little, I don't know, what's the process of tending bushes? I need to turn the thing off in Bob, don't I? Bob, disable no tree to network placement. Is it horticulture? Is that the process of tending flowers and whatnot? Maybe this is what the school does here, teaches people how does your garden grow, essentially, right? Looks like the nursery rhyme was true all this time. Yeah, let's get some of these cute little numbers in. These are very rarely used. Two little rows of colourful numbers like this. I like that the ground is a little bit of wet as well. Makes it look like they've kind of got saturated mud, right? And well, mate, just setting into the work for the day. Wonderful. Where can I get the materials? I'll meet you there, Mango. Nice time for me, but Egg is doing this at 3 AM his time. No. It's 10 to 2 in the afternoon in the UK. Yeah, very nearly 2 o'clock. I'm not sure where you think I'm from, but it's not 3 AM. It's not 3 AM. Anything colourful is the vibe here, isn't it? Let's do... Try and stay away from the boring green stuff. Yeah, it's just a real compilation of flowers of shifting sizes and shapes. You can hardly even see these, can you? I don't even know why I've got these. I'm never ever going to place these anywhere else but this exact build. These are very, very small. We'll pack them in so they make a bit more of an impact. And maybe a cactus for Milos. Cactus for Milos. Floriculture, is that really what it's called? I guess it makes sense, wouldn't it? I guess it would. Tolkien approved, it is Tolkien approved, isn't it, Star? It is. Okay. Let's Google Earth. I'm just going to keep pulling the screen back over to you guys. So then we've got baby tiny bushes behind, big tree in the arc, two small little pink trees next to the bed, and then a big oak. Very specific tree arrangements. So we'll have we got a bigger oak than that? That looks a little bit underwhelming, doesn't it? Want something very, very chunky. Maybe that's more appropriate, actually. And then I reckon cute little vanilla pink tree here. And then we'll have another massive live oak there. And then, do we get that little vanilla bush in this theme? Yeah, this one. This is the one I want. Looks like it's just lots of this up against the back of the building. Cool. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much exactly what's in Google Earth. Maybe we got more room for flowers there though, haven't we? Let's carry that pattern on. Welcome to Thursday Floriculture. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Thursday Floriculture with Egg. Everyone sat here just watching me mess about with flowers for 3 hours. Good morning, Campos. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you, mate. Good morn. Americans will be waking up now, right? Good morning, America. Hey, what are you recreating? We are looking at what I'm assuming is a very private school in Sydney. So we're working with this kind of general inspiration to fill some space in Thessia. It's actually quite a lot of fun. And it's actually called Rivendell. Wait, is it Rivendell in Lord of the Rings? No, it's not. It's Rivendell, isn't it? I should know that. I took my nephew through Lord of the Rings very recently. Maybe some of these little clusters might be quite nice as well. I've got a lack of colourful bushes, it seems, haven't I? I feel like I'm struggling. Cool, can we even get like a little, yeah, just a little shed at the end or something. Something where they might keep a little collection of tools. Something like that. And then maybe a little bit of wild hedge behind that or something. I love picking out these little details. Oh, roadies as well. How do we forget about roadies? Of course, do some roadies. Okay. I like that. That's pretty cute, isn't it? Little flower bed display there. It's Rivendell, thank you, Star. Thank you. Larry lad, good morning, mate. How are you? Nice to see you. How goes the life of a city bus manager? Mateship of the Rings. Oh, hey, Casino. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you? Nice to see you again. I am getting very used to saying, oh, hey, Casino, at the end of the Patreon credits now. So it's quite enjoyable. Cool. So I think all around the edge of the campus, we go very, very densely forested like we saw. So do you just want to use the Thessia bush for that? Brush, what that was? I said bush then, didn't I? Which I guess it is a bush, isn't it? It's like Aussie bush. Let's go. Put the love for Valley and Casino in the chat. Casino's only here for a second. He's late to work. Oh, that sucks. Is it an office day, Casino? Sorry to hear that, mate. Sorry to hear that. You're in the office all the time these days. You need to get back to working from home. I guess you could still be late to work working from home, couldn't you? So, do we want to possibly slope a little bit here? It's not very receptive to forest brush, is it? I don't think we've got much more leeway than that, to be fair, though. I think that's about the limit of the brush, isn't it? It annoys me that forest brush won't plant on awkward terrain. Like, I'm using mods. You'll do exactly as I say. Let's fill all these kind of gullies down here with trees too. What once upon a time was a fully forested mountain. I'd love to head back to the Northern Territories as well for somewhere near Darwin as well for bit of a national park build at some point in Thessia. We will add that to the list. And then have we got the scope to fully forest this side as well? I think we do. Although let's not get it on the path though. Actually turn off anarchy for that. It's still happening anyway. Never mind. Basketball court? Yeah, is it tennis or basketball? What is it? It's basketball. Yeah, there is a basketball court there. Yeah, we'll get the basketball court in. There's a few more little sites I want to get in as well. We'll get this forest around the mountain first though. Yes. All the way down the road here. Down toward the rocks. I don't mind leaving a little bit of the land exposed. I think if we are going to expose it though, I think what I will do is actually just bring out a bit more of that rock face in it. There we go. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. It's hide the UI all the time. Yeah, it kind of gives a bit more privacy to the Institute as well there, doesn't it? Yep, I like that. Right. Let's hop back into Google. So we kind of addressed this bottom bit. Now we'll do more trees around the road once we've done. There's two more little outbuildings here. Kind of one down there. Actually, that's a dirt road, isn't it? Yeah, that's a dirt road off the main driveway. And then it Yeah, it actually joins back at the roundabout, doesn't it? See cars on it there. Another little building there, and then it's basketball and tennis, isn't it? Is that the tennis net in the middle? Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? And then that's it, really. There's a little named Rocky Point over here. Can we get any extra information? No. Okay, 2 more buildings, and I guess we'll do basketball. Seems pretty good, doesn't it? You can do like a single railway track as an abandoned track, maybe used to run between villages on the back. Where would you put that, Pioneer? Where would you run that? We do have a lot of tracks through this way. Got a whole track over this way. Bring one out from that. Egg, did you know there's a city in Brazil that looks exactly like a newbie's first vanilla city in C1? 6 lanes and roundabouts everywhere. Oh yeah? What's it called, Campos? We'll have to check it out. Palmas in Tocantins. Is that how you pronounce it? Tocantins? Never heard of that before. Is that one of the Brazilian states, is it? Morning, David. Or good afternoon, even. Hope you are well, mate. Enjoy the rest of your shift. Right, basketball courts and little outbuildings for the masses. So, of course, let's grab ourselves. We'll use, I think, a functioning basketball court. Just that way we can actually have people playing basketball. I know it's on the outside here, but we haven't really left ourselves enough room for that, so I think we'll put it in the campus. And I know we're going to put a lot of trees around here, aren't we? So maybe we even use tree line paths here. I'd quite like to box the campus in. Let's also bob the trees off of this as well. Good night, beach. And hello, live oak. I think. Oh, I've got to turn the thing back on. Yeah, oh, there's sub-buildings to this school, isn't there? Need to remove all of the trees everywhere. It's fun to see, like, now we've had CS2 for a year, isn't it? How Bob evolved into the better bulldozer mod now. You can just pick off what you want on the building with the bulldozer. Did not think those 2 mods would combine, to be honest. Didn't see that one coming. Afternoon, Badge. Welcome to the stream, mate. How are you? How are you? Hello from Florida. I'm on holiday at Disney. Very nice. Adibanath. I am probably butchering your name. Sorry, dude. But we have a good holiday, though. Yes, it was a planned city in the 80s following the car-centric orientation development. Should we have a look at that? Should we head to Palmas? Have a look at what Campos is talking about. If this turns out to be crap, Campos, I will send the live chat after you. Palmas, Brazil. Yeah, the Brazilian state of Tocantins. I've never heard of that one before. Alright, let's go have a look. So supposedly this is the city of someone's first CS attempt. That's how it went like. We're looking in. Oh my god, yes it does, doesn't it? Actually looks like someone's first CS build. Super unique layout though. Would you look at that? Okay. I would. Oh wow, yeah, look at all this. Super cool suburb design. Well, it does look like the couplet with all the roundabouts. Good shout, Campos. That was a great shout, yeah. All the industry bulked into the same. God, yeah, the roundabouts everywhere, isn't there? Just couplets and roundabouts non-stop. What a crazy city. Could you imagine? If I did this in CS, people would be like, egg, not allowed to do that, egg. You wouldn't see that in the world. stop. Then, like, hold on 1 second. Let me take you to Brazil. And then we can have a conversation about what is realistic. Yeah, what a crazy city, right? And it doesn't stop, does it? It is everywhere. What a unique city. Is this some kind of city centre here? Like a bit of a government district here, is it? Governor Jose? I'm guessing that's something to do with administration. Do we get a street view? Do we have a street view in Brazil? We do. Here. Oh yeah, look at that. Very cool. Yeah, who knew, right? Brazil. Very inspiring. You could absolutely do that as a CS build. What's the map like? Like not the map. What's the topography like around Palmas? Big ass river through here. Whereabouts in Brazil is this? Oh, it's quite inland, isn't it? I think every time I've looked at Brazil, I've always kind of gone to the coastlines. I've never really looked at the inland areas. Yeah, what a crazy place. Anyway, we do need to go back to Sydney. Thank you for that, Campos. That was really interesting. Thank you for the little Palmas tour. Very cool. Very cool. Right, back to the school. It's scary how familiar I'm actually becoming with Australian cities. Having spent so much time in, like, looking at them. I can almost navigate my way around Perth now. I'm getting pretty familiar with downtown Sydney as well. Right, so let's develop a little campus area off of this. I don't like that. Can we use node control to stop that? If I close the offset of everyone but blue, does that help? Sort of. Yeah, it won't close any tighter than that, will it? Maybe if we push blue a little bit further away? No, it's fine. We'll use a pathway that's amusement then. Reset that node as well. We will just use amusement without trees. Cool. So glancing around, we've got a big pink tree in the grounds here. So the biggest pinkest tree in the game is going to be the Jackie, isn't it? So we'll see if we can use the jacaranda here together. Let's do, it's quite prominent. We do like a fused jacaranda to give the impression it's, I mean, obviously from the ground it would obviously be separate trees, but after a bit of a larger pinker one. We've also got a huge pine in the middle as well. That'll definitely be a workshop tree. Something very conifer-y. I actually don't think we have anything, because of course we're in a tropical theme here, aren't we? Could do a boreal pine. It's a little bit bigger than that though. It's definitely large now. I mean, I guess this one. This is the most appropriate. It's more like a big kind of Novaria style conifer, but I don't have any in the collection. Pines here are a little bit kind of British Columbia-y, aren't they? They're not really kind of thick Scandinavian pines, which is very much what it looks like anyway. That's maybe a little bit better actually, but I don't think it's going to get much better than that. And then these are apparently silky oaks, they're not even pine trees. I think we'll go with the boreal pine. It's quite a prominent tree, isn't it? I think we'll go with it. And then I'd like kind of a well-trodden path here where students and the faculty have just put across. Cool, I'm happy with that. Let's keep the amusement park pathway going around here as well. I'm going to draw it out from this angle. Where are we taking you up to? Guess we could probably easier to start it from this side, isn't it? Yeah, that's perfect. Let's go down there. And then we'll come straight across there. That's perfect. And then we will create a little cut-off point there. Go ahead and grab some nodes. There we go. And oaks around the side again. Okay. I'm still quite keen to know your opinion on the recent controversy on how the intervention of the Move It mod affected LeBron James's legacy. Or do you not think it's made a major impact on legacy? I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. No idea. You should have put a pyramid on that circle. We still can. We still can. Brazil likes to experiment with new city layout ideas, do they? What, is that a pretty common thing in Brazil? To just have like mental layouts everywhere? I guess Canberra is one big roundabout, isn't it? Right. We now need to just spam very big leafy green trees around the grounds. Let's filter for large. Tell you what, actually might be a nice idea here. Let's use find it rather than forest brush. We'll filter for large. This should give us a fairly sensible collection, although some of it will be avoided. And then let's just Alt-V. So we get a nice variation. Leafier, the better. You can hardly even see the building in some instances of this. There's just so many trees around it. It would have been very tasteful to get a view of the building from the front, but Google Earth pretty much tells the story. Let's get some of these larger trees down the main road too. Definitely one right by the basketball court. Wouldn't mind a couple of benches out here actually. Actually, maybe more tables, what I'm looking for. I want the little wooden park life table. That one. Okay. Coming together, isn't it? Starting to fill out the grounds with trees now. So we did see that dirt path. Well, it was a dirt road, wasn't it? Which I'm quite keen to have in. I think it'd be nice. Do we actually want to use maybe the New dirt road? I think maybe we do. Can we just move it in there? Let's delete the trees in the path. And this kind of comes up to a separate building, which we'll just use again one of the random smaller buildings for, and then it hooks back into the roundabout like that. And then picking out another campus asset, we could do... What do we want here? How big is it? Let me glance back. You know what, it looks a little bit more like the seaside resorts buildings, this little building, rather than like another liberal arts one. What's the smallest seaside resorts one? Yeah, it's almost something like that rather than a groundskeeper building, if you know, like it's not like a shed with maintenance vehicles parked outside it. It's like an actual building. I saw a doc on the Curitiba, Brazil. It's really inspiring. They have a great busway system, really. I'll have to check that out. Adelaide has a very cool bus system too, if anyone's ever seen that. It's kind of like a bus monorail. Really cool. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll have this here. And then we'll just kind of expand the grounds around it with what we've got around us. So we'll have the pathway connect into the dirt path as a ways to get back to the football pitch. And then I think around here, just have a little bit of mud. I don't mind breaking into the pathway there, as if kind of dirt's been kicked onto it over time, and it's all kind of blended together a little bit. I think some bushes will certainly help with that. Let's get some more trees in here too. I want the building to kind of be protected from the football pitch. Let's go back to find it. And we'll filter and just do Alt V again, so we get a nice little mix. Although not redwoods though. I don't think you tend to find redwoods in Australia, do you? Or who knows, maybe there is. Maybe there is. Had to pop out for a while. Scooter's really come along. Thank you, Nomis. Welcome back, mate. Hope your journey was good. There is some parked cars around here as well. I do have some ploppable parking. Where are you? Where is it? I had them. Or was it Ilos that had the ploppable parking? That was a cocoa shake if you heard it, by the way. The beast has stirred from a slumber. Maybe it's this I'm looking for. A little bit too big, but I think I can make it work. I'd like some decals over it though. I want it to be a little bit more solid than that, so maybe we'll switch this bit out for concrete, because I don't think you'd get paint on mud, would you? We'll polish off that harsh edge with concrete brushes. Let's bring it up to there as well, that should be enough. Let's grab that concrete brush. And then can we just have that corrected? That's perfect. And then some sort of scuff and dirt decals here would be great. Let's do... yeah, lots of scratches. Maybe even some mud that's just kind of peeled off from dirt and whatnot and been kicked up by cars, etc. It's definitely not super landscaped around here. And the back ends of the school are very much left for nature to kind of reclaim. Some more live oaks in here as well, I think. Well, we'll just go back to using the find it thing. I'm all over the place with this bit. Get some between the path and the road as well. How about that? Just a little pocket of personality tucked into a overgrown area of the campus. Some kind of sobriety house back in the day, perhaps. I love what you use for inspiration. Plus, congrats on 100k. Absolutely deserved. Cheers, Larry lad. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you for the kind words, buddy. For that, and they still park on the road. There's a bloody spots right there. Of course. A little pond water feature will look really nice between the tennis court and the roundabout. Maybe a rockery. What's a rockery, Elliot? I like the idea of a little pond and water feature there. Where? Between the tennis court and the roundabout. You mean the basketball court here? What do you mean here? What do you mean what here in this space? Might be a little tight there with terraforming. But I would be on board with the water feature here though. I don't know, is Coco a dog? Coco is a dog, yeah. She's my Cocker Spaniel. How about a pond here then? Should we do a pond? I really like the idea of a pond. Hey Iman, how are you, brother? Nice to see you, mate. Nice to see you. And waiting for the stream to happen. Nice to be here. It's nice to have you here, Joris. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us, mate. I think we'll do a pond then. This pond has the potential to endlessly flood the entire city. Coco Spaniel? You could say Coco Spaniel, yeah. You could know it. Yeah, how about a little pond just to fill the area there? I'm absolutely on board with that. Hello from New Zealand. Good morning, Ricky. Well, I guess is it evening? It's evening for Aussies / Kiwis now, isn't it? I think. You guys will be in the future, actually, won't you? It should be Friday there now. Okay, and let's drop a very small water feature in here. Something like that should do. Oh, we can illuminate this up at night as well with some fancy lights. 1:20 AM here in New Zealand, says Flynn. You're up late, Flynn? You're not sleeping, mate? Welcome to the stream. I've missed Thessia terribly. Nice to be back, Johannes, isn't it? It is nice to be back. Thessia streams some of the folks from down under. It does, doesn't it? There is a lot of Aussies knocking about. And Kiwis. I realise you guys are a separate species, I suppose. Some rock lining on the edge of the pond. I might do so myself. It's hard to refuse a bit of a rock lining, isn't it? We've got 136 people there. We've pretty much held that all day, so I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. For a Thessia stream, I was kind of worried we might not really break 100 today. So thank you for turning up for it. I do appreciate you guys actually supporting these Thessia streams. Now the videos have kind of cooled off for the series. So thank you. I appreciate that. Let's get some smaller bushes around here. So actually, I reckon we can afford to raise the water level a touch there, can't we? This is how it starts. Gonna start flowing down. Destroy all of Valkyrie. There's a lot of death over here. Have we got a full graveyard somewhere? I reckon there's a full graveyard in the city somewhere. That tends to be what happens. One of the downtowns are alright. Measure. I think maybe just a little death wave. Bit of garbage around the city too. Are we okay for garbage collection? Yeah, we are. We're alright. Those guys might just be quite far from a collection point, probably. Anyway, let's not get distracted. Yeah, there's garbage over here too, and death. Do we have... Yeah, there's garbage trucks here. Where is that drop-off centre? Okay, yeah, they're going back over here. Alright, yeah, it's fine. Fine. It'll get collected. Okay. I'm after some little tufty, little reed looking things. Which I don't think I have. Yeah, I guess. Let's turn that strength down a little bit. Without deleting my rocks, ideally. Oh, DJ's been a member for 33 months. Holy smokes, DJ. Holy smokes. You're coming up to 3 years of membership now, DJ. Wild. Absolutely wild. Crazy. Thank you for your support, lovely. A friendly reminder to like the vid to support the channel. So cute, DJ. Thank you so much. You're very sweet. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I really like the overgrowth palette in other news. What is this? I always forget what it's called. Large shrub. Which is from the Pearls from the East. Is it? Didn't they add this in an update recently? Well, not recently, but the last update. I didn't realise it was from Pearls of the East. More tropical vibes, I think, toward Pond. The clever children of Thessia to enjoy a walk around. It does camber a bit there though, doesn't it? We'll have to straighten the terrain out there. And, you know, could we even afford a little fishing pier here as well from Park Life, I wonder? Yeah, I'm thinking one of these little covered numbers. Or does it dominate the pond too much? Does it dominate my pond? Is that alright? Are we on board with the pier? Oh, it is very nice, isn't it? I think I like it. Oh, yes, people walking around the ground as well now. Posh school, private school kids. Perfect. And his little bowler hat as well. Probably called, like, Toby or Clarence or something. Rowing club is posh. Not on a hill, I would assume. Yeah, probably not up on a hill. Probably not on a hill, is it? Late evening, love seeing the future. Hey, mono. Also evening in India. Japan's probably still. What time is it in India right now? Like, how far ahead is India ahead? 6 hours, is it, from the UK? 5 or 6? It's more than 5, isn't it? I don't know. Well, there you go. It's obviously quite late because Pioneers is going to bed. Good night, Pioneer. Thank you for hanging out, mate. And hello, Asaya. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay. I like that. Here is thumbs up from Jojo. Looks like it stays then. I wouldn't mind some decals around here, actually. Can we venture back into the realm with these little gravel ones? Just so it won't, like, perfect grass everywhere. It was a little bit of overgrowth where various seedlings and bushes have made themselves known. A couple of palms up here too, perhaps. Yeah, it's like not a full-blown surface painter, just a bit of, I guess, dirty grass is the way to describe it, isn't it? Be good if you could add wildlife. Well, you can do the wildlife spawners, but I don't believe they're kind of perfectly working, are they? Never really played with them before, but you can get the animal spawners. But then I think they won't spawn within a certain radius of any infrastructure, is that right? Like CS1 wildlife mechanic knowledge has dwindled over the years. But I'm pretty sure that's correct. One of these little cabbage palms. I'm a massive lover of cabbage palms. I think they've been a little bit underused throughout the sea. Let's definitely make a walkable pathway here. I want people to just cut through the campus where they can like that. Probably a waste of nodes, but I'm pretty sure Thessia is alright for nodes, just because of the way the city's been built out. It's not super dense in any particular place. If we show the watch it panel, we can have a look at the node count. Yeah, we've only used 53% of Thessia's nodes. There's no way Thessia will hit its node count, thankfully. So we can be quite liberal with them. Fast forward a year, we're still building Thessia, trying to reclaim nodes. It's like, oh no, Hashtag was way too liberal with those nodes. Trying to get them all back. Oh, it always happens, isn't it? Okay. Don't mind that. That's quite nice. We got some more space to fill over here, so let's return to the old Google Earth. And we'll see if we can pick out any more points of inspo. So we got a lot of the infrastructure over this side of the campus. This is quite nice. And then here it's just kind of meadows, isn't it? There's nothing really distinguished. Can we get another little path view? It's not really a street view, is it? Yeah, it's just lots of like tree-lined meadows, isn't it? There's not really much more to it, which is fine. I'm not complaining. It's really forested here, isn't it? This is like full-time gum forest. Are these gums? They look like it. Although all my gum knowledge comes from Cities Skylines. Yeah, like impenetrable bush, isn't it? Which coincidentally is the new marketing tagline for the new Manscaped campaign. We want a shark in the pond. Yeah, we can put a shark in the pond, Marco. Yeah, we can put a shark in there. There you go. That's the Thessia response to the ILO schooling system. the ILO's kids have 3rd grade beekeeping. I'll type in ILOS in the buddy chat, in the find it search. And then the Thessia posh kids have literal sharks. Where's he gonna go? Oh, he's gone underground. Oh no, there he is. Yeah, you can see him move around. He does glitch into the terrain a little bit, but I think that's the price you pay for having a shark in 3 foot of water, isn't it? There's not a vast amount else we can do. But there you go. We're gonna have the shark in there. And then I think we'll just divide up this space to make forest tree-lined meadow space, I guess. So I'll probably use... Let's just kind of like mark out some lines, and then we'll use other trees to kind of just further expand it. Don't like the pine in there, to make sure that doesn't appear. Do you know what would be really handy? What to do with trees is to actually go and make some tags for like leafy green boys. And then you can kind of filter for that tag for tree lines. It would be quite helpful. So when we have the baseline in like that, I think then we'll go down to a medium size. And then kind of fill in the hedgerows with this sort of stuff. It's around here as well, and then as long as it's kind of places where people could just enjoy an open grassy space like this. Nice place to bring a picnic blanket, I suppose, isn't it? I think so. I think I like that. You should name one of the kids attending the school Richie Rich. We can do that. Name after Mod Rich as well, actually. Are you a student? You are a highly educated adult. That'll be a student somewhere. He's the manager at the Liberal Arts Library, of course. Oh, are you a student? Are you a high wealth child? He was a sightseeing tourist. Sterling, yeah, he is a rich kid. Sterling Harvey. That's almost like a caricature, isn't it? Like, the most stereotypical posh kid name is Sterling Harvey. I can't find a student. They don't exist. They do not exist. You a student? University student, there we go. Richie Rich, there you go. Until she dies, anyway. Yeah, I wanted to get the decals off of this. Now, if my... Are they yard tiles? No. What tiles are those? Are they zoo? Nature reserve. Yeah, I'll have to use Bob. I can't remember what those tiles are. They're regular park tiles, apparently. There, indeed. Yeah, let's expand out the space around the clock tower. Should be a pretty easy expansion, this one. Can't bob these off, can I? These little walls. No. Yeah, it only really needs access from two sides then, doesn't it? Do we want to dare just to push it back a little bit? Something like that. I guess we can push these out into the corners. And then I guess we'll get some fancier trees around this. Let's switch to content creator. Let's go for just a little tasteful line of lindens, I think. The rest of the campus is so thickly forested. Let's have a little bit of decorum, I suppose, around the clock tower, if you will. Good afternoon, Ryan. How are you, mate? How are you? Welcome into the stream. I mean, now you have Rivendell, we need to have an Isengard. Mike raises a very strong point. He does. Yeah. What could Isengard be? Probably the industrial estate, right? Or like a forestry camp, that'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? I'll have to do a forestry camp called Isengard, but that's yeah. Cool, I think we still need lots more trees around the front of the campus here, don't we? And I think I'd be pretty happy with it, to be honest. Very nice use of some super awkward hillside space I had no idea what to do with. I think maybe we can do more... I don't know, what surrounds this thing in Sydney? We should do a bit more space next door to it. Is it just classic Sydney burbs? There's a massive hospital here, actually. Concord Medical Education Centre. I wonder if that's to do with Rivendell School, maybe. I wonder if this is where Sydney trains its doctors, perhaps. There's an eye clinic over here as well. Oh, even bigger. Even bigger hospital. This is a huge hospital complex, isn't it? Concord Hospital Medical Centre. Very inspiring entrance. That's very cool. But regardless, we don't have the room to build that. But yeah, outside of the school is just Sydney's essential single-family home sprawl, isn't it? What have we got over here as well? What is this? Is this another private school? Mrs. Bingle's school? Who's Mrs. Bingle? Mrs. Bingle's school, yeah. This one seems a lot more... Kind of wish we would have built this one now. This one's pretty cute. Yeah, this is another old posh school, isn't it? Take it this is a very affluent neighbourhood of Sydney, is it? It must be. Concord, I think we're in, is it? Yeah, Concord West, I think. Okay, yeah, so we can just do houses on the hillside. I think that's what we'll go for. What about the abandoned track? I didn't see where you said you wanted it to run, Pioneers. You need to let me know where it's going to go. Where do you want it to go to? We've got a track over here we can peel an abandoned track off, but like, what you want it to just stop here? You could do that. See you later, Vylad. Take care, mate. Nice seeing you. I think that could be forestry with a big open cast mine in the middle. That would be a good idea, Lloyd. That would be a good idea. Right, more trees, more trees. Always more trees. Let's get some of these big, chunky numbers down. Maybe a little bit of colour in there as well. I think there is such a thing as too much green, isn't there? That's maybe some spring. Oh, is this what someone meant earlier with the flame tree? It was, wasn't it? I forgot it was called flame tree. Sorry. My bad. I should have known what that one was. Yes, you're absolutely right. Flame tree is very nice around here. Let's get the live oaks on the pathway as well. Cool. So I don't want to be able to see the school through the trees, so to speak. Super private. Oh, wonderful. We've got some people enjoying the viewpoint as well now from Whiskey View. There's a bit of unfinished suburb down there, actually. We can do that today while we're back over this part of the city. The foothills of the mountain. What, you want to bring it over here? We can do that. The way it could function as actually pioneers. Like we do have a rail yard here in the cattle thing. Maybe it could have been a very old, rudimentary version of a cattle yard. Maybe. Oh, I love this build. This is so funny. All the cattle queuing up. Just like a weird. One of them lay down as well. Just had enough. And there's Mitch as well. Classic Mitch. I might go make a little coffee though before we carry on. So I think we'll have a little drinks break, everyone. Please feel free to make yourself un cafe. And then I will be back. I'm going to leave you a really nice view actually of the drive into Valkyrie. I really like this view in the city. Great framing of the mountain. So yeah, I'm just going to go make myself a new coffee. I'll be back in 2 to 3 minutes. And hello people. Welcome back. Hi all. I love how compact this campus is, still very spicy. Yeah, you can even see it from here as well, can't you, DJ? You can see the clock tower in the roof of the campus from here actually. Quite a nice little landmark for the skyline there, isn't it, into the city? Oh, look at the plane over the CBD, way far off. I love that. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I am very proud of the scale we managed to achieve in Thessia. I think it's very realistically distanced. Everything looks far away, doesn't it? Especially from Ardat Yakji, if we head way out into the Thessian sticks and kind of view it from here, like the CBD looks like actual, like miles away, you know? Feel like, looks like Australia. Everything's miles away. Obviously not to the full scale, but still pretty cool, I think. Right, abandoned track for Pioneers of English. Yes, old and dusty track with a small platform, not functioning now. Broken platform and super detailed, rusty dusty. That sounds good. Yeah, let's do that then. Let's grab our track. And let's see, can we... We're very recessed here, aren't we, as we come into the tunnel. So I'd like to run it along the back of this tree line. So like an old industrial service line. And I guess we'll just have it go out this way. Something like that. Just trim back a little bit of the forest here too. Clear out some way for the rail. We should probably use... Where will I have them in the city? Yeah, this network skins line without the catenaries on it. Or an abandoned line, I think. So I guess we'll have it come out from here. And then this can just go straight the way through without it having to stop, really. Something like that. Very cool. Terry, hey fam, this is a drive-by. Terry Flag's appearance. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Life has kept me away from hobbies, so I may not be able to return CS content. But you all are great. Oh, Terry, I hope everything's alright, mate. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope life is easing up for you, at least. But it's always nice to see you, mate. Yeah, don't make a stranger of yourself, Terry. I hope all is well, mate. You know we're always here should you need some friendly relief. There's always a community waiting for you here, mate. Look after yourself and your family. I miss my relaxing Friday mornings, drinking coffee, watching Thessia ILO, so I think I'm in the minority when it comes to preferring CS1 modder builds, but I'm warming up to CS2. I think that's most people's position at the minute, isn't it? CS2 is, well, I would say most people, there's still a lot of hate for it. But modded CS2 is becoming particularly spicy. Especially with like the whole custom network vibe now as well is really beginning to take off. Like, look at Bacana's metro station. Wild. Seriously wild. I'm thinking a little dirt access road up here, that just not connects with the rail, but what would have once been the yard. Now, we don't have the asset, that's the old loading bay that we had in Thessia. So we could use this little elevator station. Not going to be functional anyway, is it? So I guess we can do that. Let's do a little bit of network multi-tool. Let's get rid of the continuities here. And then use these ones to replace it. There we go. And then network multi-tool is sorely missed from CS2. Hopefully it's not too long before it's back. So let's just roughly line that up. We can always just move it to shift it in line. There we go. Nice little idea, this Pioneer. One little way to fill out some space. I think we'll keep those fields. What resources that we have here? UI is very crowded. What are we looking for? Resources. It's coal. Okay. We'll do some more around that as well in a second. Actually, this might be a really cute place to also end this rural power line. We can have this go into the building. Is that what we want? Not sure. We'll leave it there for right now. Later, we'll better get some sleep. Have a good day. See you later, Ricky. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. You sleep well. Incredible how much the map has changed. Yeah, it's like 20 months now. No, it's not that long. 18, 17 months since we started Thessia. Something like that. And it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but when you actually, especially when we did the 100k video, for those that watched that, when we did the full current Thessia recap, like, it's big. Kind of crept up on us just how big Thessia was. So we'll kind of scatter lots of gravel around here. And I think we'll also do quite a bit of really thick vegetation as well. Always helps with the overgrown vibe, doesn't it? Especially around the back, and then on the rail, let's kind of get some of this thinner stuff that can't quite establish itself over the metal tracks, or is at least trying to. But pretty much most of the way down here, actually, we want to do that. Cool. Let's just blend all this all together. Get some trees in here in a second too. I think we just used the Thessia tree brush to kind of demarcate fields, didn't we? Yeah. So let's also use surface paint, resource painter here as well. Get some more coal. fields going, I suppose, is the way to describe, isn't it? Oh, one there. One next door. It's kind of easier to bulk paint it out and then just right click to change the shape of your fields, I suppose. And I guess we'll keep this going all the way up to here as well, than if this was once upon a time farmland. Cool. We can call this Pioneer Farms as well if you want Pioneer, since this was your idea. I think Pioneer Farms is a pretty good name, isn't it? So remove any trees there. And then we'll just go pretty... maybe not that wide, actually. That's quite a lot, isn't it? Let's narrow the brush down a little bit. Down to that size should do. And then let's just cut up. Maybe kind of an old, crappy, broken gate as well. Might be pretty cool. Super simple design, this, but a nice way to fill some kind of larger countryside you're not really sure what to do with. Has had a really nice visual effect from kind of your satellite as well. You know, you can kind of see those fake fields are only resources and trees, really. But in and around the edges of a town, I think it's quite impactful, isn't it? Especially when you see it crawling up a hill like that. Use a single track for more realism. The only single track we've got is the one-way one. And also, I guess that's fine, because it'll actually double back, won't it? Yeah, that's fine. We can use the one-way one. I was thinking it would be complaining of only, like, no end to it, you know, like broken network, but it goes into the station, doesn't it? So I can live with it. But no, it has the cantineries on it, doesn't it? So that's not the one I want. Where are you? Give me single track and none. There we go. Try that again. Cool. Give this a little district too. Let's go for... I'm just going to call it Pioneer Farms, but if you want it... Actually, we're going to call it... All. Oh, no. But I can't use the apostrophe on here. Because it activates the camera shortcut. All. Pioneer Farms. Help if I hit enter. This is the hardest bit of the game. There we go. Got there in the end. Let's keep this tree line coming down toward the sign as well. Block all this off with foliage. We want to make sure we maintain a transition into countryside from here too. Got some space to fill here as well. We do one of those sports campuses. I did actually stumble across Sydney's Olympic Village scouting out terrain earlier, which is absolutely massive. That would be a fun build to attempt, I think. Yes, that's what I want. Aldi. Thank you, Nugs. Aldi Pioneer Farms. Let's get some actual industry down here as well. Wouldn't mind actually some vanilla farming would probably be quite welcome. Yeah, just a little shed like that next to the power line is a vibe to be had, isn't it? Push that back a little bit too. And maybe we got an old silo. More of a gas tank than a silo, really, isn't it? I don't really want to use one of the farm DLC silos because it'll start pouring in. And again, actually, do we need... What's the factory here? There is, I was saying, there is a lot of grain storage here, isn't there? Okay, I'm overthinking it. Let's just do very small little agricultural spots. That'll do it. We can make a little farmyard out of this stuff. Go ahead and grab some industrial fence. We want... Some of this might work actually. Might be a little bit big for an abandoned farm. Yeah, I like it though, it's fine. After the vanilla industrial fence, that one there. It's on a fence mode. I'm really enjoying this build and watching it aside from motivation to do something productive today. Want to build. Go do it, DJ. Ignore your adult responsibilities. And boy. So it's Skylines for the day. What I'm doing. I am ignoring my Kokai edit that needs to be finished to do this. But that's okay. Come on. There we go. And let's just realign to align. Bring that out of the building a little bit. Get some bushes in the corner here as well. We're getting massively sucked into this build. Didn't see it taking it this long. It's fine. Oh. That tree bush is too strong again. Place a locomotive near the track. Maybe a long time ago, some brutal accident, you know, or left with a rusty loco. Don't think I've got a locomotive. I've got trailers though. And I put some train cars down. Cool. Let's get this back. Let's just manually place these ones while we're after specific shape. Let's see if we can tie that into the back. We can indeed. Let's get more vegetation around here too. I wouldn't mind the old farm fence coming back in here as well. We did have a little stretch of it, didn't we, near the entrance? Yeah, it's here. And then we'll have this run up the edge of what would have once upon a time been a working field. Like a big tree on the way in. Let's have something a bit... It's a bit tended for my like, something a bit more wild. Like a tall gum. Cute little view there, since like a little overgrown storage yard. Quite a nice little feature on the highway road there, isn't it? Yeah, we can do some train cars here. We do have some, hopefully some that are appropriate for the industry. What's the most appropriate? A box car, a tanker, a hopper? Probably hoppers if it's grain, right? Probably hopper cars. I don't think I have specific grain ones. They're for coal. And these are like logs and stuff, aren't they? Definitely not refrigerated. Yeah, we'll just go for a regular hopper unit, I think, then. Let's do that. Let's have it on this one. Cool. Paste a few of these in. Cool. Do you know what I wouldn't mind actually? That would look really cool here, is some of that prop fencing we've got. This stuff. So we'll do a straight line of it. Kind of like what's left of it anyway. Because that nature would have taken it back. Have that come this way. And then back into the building. And then if we find the rest of the collection, we can just chisel out the occasional piece. And then replace it with broken ones. Very cool little fence collection, this one, although I'm desperately trying not to delete my decals, because that would be very annoying. And let's just do, yeah, somewhere where the chain link is totally gone. Oh, it's a vibe, isn't it? Definitely a vibe. I really like that peeking through the trees, that knackered fencing. Yes, please. I'll have a little drink as well here, but my coffee goes cold again. Hi, Egg. I am terminally ill and I love watching your builds. They help me relax and forget about the struggles of life. My carers watch you too. I'm so sorry to hear that, Kelly. That's a horrendously sad message. Sending lots of support, lovely. I'm glad the videos can help you find some kind of comfort in what I'm sure is a very, well, yeah, struggle of life. You're always welcome, Kelly. I hope you're managing to find happiness. Welcome to the stream, lovely. Nice to have you. I know it sounds redundant. I love this, I love that, but I really do. And one more thing, I love our builds that feature old, forgotten spaces, just as in real life. I find wondering what the story is. It's very well put, DJ. It's very well put. Definitely hoppers. Thank you, Fix. Sometimes I sit in my truck and watch cities while cows wait for me to feed them. I think most of us, have responsibility from time to time. Poor cows just stare at me. I'm sure they'll be alright, right? Cows have got good metabolism. They won't starve. That abandoned train is derailing. Can we say that's part of the vibe? I hope we can. Right. Let's bring in a little bit more vegetation over here. A little bit as well. Wouldn't mind some of the little vanilla bushes in here either. Some of these little singy lawns where the overgrowth has become clustered and kind of turned to bramble vibes, I guess. And do we have any really old... Actually, we do have an old truck, you know. Oh, you know what, Pioneer? This might be able to be your old story. So we got some kind of like broken up trucks here, right? Maybe there was once an accident, so... The truck was... Like, if it's going to be smashed by a train, it's not just going to break its window, is it? It's going to take the cab off, so... You'll have to suspend a little bit of disbelief, but this can be your old world accident, okay? It's not much of an accident. It's just a very small localized crash, if anything. But it's history, isn't it? It's history. And maybe we can have... Do you want a Mitch cover in here as well? I reckon we can squeeze a Mitch in. If we grab a crate, maybe this is where Mitch comes to unwind on shift. He comes down to old Pioneer Farms to smoke some of his devil's lettuce while he's on shift. So he just comes down here, and then we'll put him on the crate. I don't have a prop for a joint, unfortunately, so maybe we can just have Jerry, who looks at him. He's like, I thought we were here to save the people. He's like, we just let me smoke, mate. He's like, we've just pulled over. Give them their police car as well. Classic Mitch and Jerry Coven. Cool. Nice little bit of... I hope that's alright, Pioneer. I hope that's what you had in mind anyway. But, oh, we said we were going to do a little old ruined gate, didn't we? Let's do that while we're here. Let's do that. Hey, Scope, how are you, mate? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. You enjoyed the unboxing special? Yeah, it's cute, wasn't it? It was cute. Place a single train car in the nearby bushes, the outcome of the accident. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Right there. Unfortunately, I can't rotate them onto the floor. Then we could have had like it as actually derailed, but there you go. we could do that. Right, okay. That's enough time spent there, isn't it? So I think we'll finish off the stream by coming down to just finish this bit off. This bit of the park just kind of devolved into nothing. So I think we'll just fill some green belt out here. We can maybe do some more marina work as well. It just kind of tails off into nothingness here. On the approach into what is now the airport, of course. So let's grab these keys. We were doing... I'm pretty sure these are all node controlled, aren't they? So I'll tell you what then. Let's leave it there. We'll bring the terrain up here because there is a bit of a shift in the terrain. And then we'll do some rocks and kind of like rocky shoreline here, very overgrown. Do some sloping up here too. Cool, a little bit of soften. Blend all this terrain back together. There we go, restart the forest here too. I think this is just what came with the map. I don't think this was actually painted in. And we will remove those props. Yes, they are props, aren't they? The vegetation. Wonderful. Let's have a little drink of coffee here as well, shall we? Let's have a little hydration break before we start this build. Catch up on the chat. I feel like I'm doing a lot of building, not a lot of talking. Or talking to you guys anyway. We enjoy a Twilight Hours airport shot to the skyline. I think we can do that, can't we? A little hydration break and a posture check, please, everyone. If you would. I love when you decorate a vanilla city egg. Greetings from Argentina. Hello, the Batman. How are you, buddy? How is Argentina? I'd love to visit Argentina. I would love to see Patagonia in my lifetime. I think that'll be very good. I love big mountains. But yeah, nice to see you, Scope. How are you, mate? How are you? Mitch comes with Tyr in the Pioneers to hear the Fae. he does Pioneers, yep. He does. 24-hour stream, please. We can do it, Toby. We can do it. Go for it. Go for another 22 hours. Actually full on finished, that's it. Oh, DJ, with a $20 super chat. You're so lovely, DJ. Goodness me. Support for all the old rusty things. Oh, fabulous build as always. Thank you so much, DJ. I'm glad you enjoyed it, lovely. Thank you for all your lovely support. Your nearly 3 years of YouTube membership, Patreonship, and super chats as well. You're insane, DJ. Thank you for being so just lovely. Very nice to have just be showered in compliments from DJ. Right, so I think I make a bit of a rock face out of this cliff here, just to blend the key back out. So we use node controller here, if you're wondering why they're so narrow. They're narrowed by 50, I think it's 50%. Yeah, 50% narrow on the key, makes them really quite different actually. So let's just do... Actually, what we should do, we should jump back in Google Earth and go scout out some Sydney-esque green belt somewhere. I think we might do that actually. Get a little bit of inspo. And then I'll just have this meander along up to the last pedestrian crossing. That should be okay. Our bare necessities with I've been a YouTube member for 16 months. We'd like to request both alien and snowman in the back of that truck at the crash site. Yeah, we can do that for your 16 months worth of membership there. I don't have an alien prop, I don't think. No, the alien is not on, although the Australian cattle dog is. So I can do you a cattle dog if you want, next to one of the snowmen. Yeah, I've not got the alien props turned on for Thessia. You want them in the back of the truck. I'll tell you what we could do. We can make it like the Australian cattle dog is guarding the snowman. Like Jerry and Mitch just like, just watch the snowman dog. Don't let him out. And the snowman's like, please. I just want to get back to the area. There we go. That was a great use of your membership there. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you. Thank you for the 16 months of membership alongside patronship as well from Bare Necessities as well. You cannot get enough egg. Alright, let's go into Google Earth and find some miscellaneous waterside green belt. What's this? There's car parking here. Off onto quite a significant jetty there, isn't it? Gazebos, playgrounds, all relatively generic, isn't it? There's nothing. Little marina vibes. Pretty nice. Anything else? Oh, that's pretty cool. What's that? That's a cricket pitch. There you go. A cricket pitch with a ring of live oaks. Isn't that very nice? Okay. I think this is pretty good to run with. I don't think there's anything. Maybe more toward the harbour. What's that? Another cricket pitch, of course. Look at that little island. Isn't that cute? What's that? Is that a shipbuilding yard? It's called Go Island as well. I mean, that's shipbuilding, right? There's no other way to describe what's going on there. What a random place to have a shipyard. Can we get a street view here? How unusual. What a really cool place. Was not expecting to find a shipbuilding yard on Go Island. Very cool though. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. There was like gas tanks right next to a residential suburb. I would not live there, man. if they blow up. Look at that industry, like really heavy industry right next to low density suburbia as well. Can we get a street view here? I know we're getting distracted, I'm sorry. But I'd love to see what this looks like. That American flag? It is. Oh god, yeah, look at that. Imagine of all the places to live in Sydney Harbour, you live right next to this. Port security zone. So these look like gas silos, maybe. It would be gas or oil, won't it? Can't really tell. How very odd. See, if you did this in cities, people would be like, absolutely not. You can't have industry that close, but turns out you can. Wild. What a little place to find. Right. I think we're happy with that other point we found, which I'll never be able to find again now, will I? Turn the street view off. There it is. There it is. Okay, so just some simple designs to follow. Just got car parking by the water. Lots of trees, gazebos, a couple of roundabouts. Pretty simple stuff. Let's definitely we got a park life area nearby. We probably haven't, have we? Because we never use park areas. Is this the park area? It is. It is. Wonderful. Perfect. Else it already goes over here then. Cool, so we can place things on pathways then. We'll keep using the regular vanilla pathway. I do enjoy it. Just link that in, take people back to the quay. And then can we terraform out a little plateau here for some assets to sit on? Let's place them first, see how they behave. We saw gazebos, didn't we? Let's have a gazebo here. It doesn't have a main gate. Don't have the invisible gates turned on, do I? I do not. That's fine then. Let's just have a gate there. Is that okay? Yeah, it's fine. Although that does look a little weird, doesn't it? We can put this somewhere else, maybe over here instead. There we go. We'll factor that into the build in a second. Let's just get some activities down here. We'll have maybe 2 or 3 gazebos. It is affecting our terrain quite a bit, isn't it? Let's level out to their height then. Let's try that again. Let's go for full strength here. Just want those to be a little easier. Yes, and then just a little bit of soft in there, I think. Cool. I also wouldn't mind having this fenced as well. Or you have to come in one of the official entrances to get into the park. So I think we'll run a nice little park fence right along here. No road length. Classic Cities Skylines aesthetic, isn't it? It's a park life fence against the road. Sometimes it's nice just to go back to basics. I realise I could be saving nodes within section marking tool doing this, but it's okay. Node shouldn't be a problem now. Have you used the boat museum already? We have, but we've got to find it so we can place it again. What was you thinking, boat museum down here? We can do. And yeah, we might as well keep this going up and against the airport road as well. I wouldn't mind doing some little indents here with the water actually. Kind of just change up the shape of the shoreline here a little bit. Maybe up here as well. It's all a little bit kind of too perfect, I think. I think I'd rather have some slight indents into the landmass. Not too much though. Let that fill with water. And then chisel a bit more of that out. That should do. And then we can work in some of those larger rock formations near here again as well. Around here. And then we'll run that similar thing we did up on the mountain as well with the Thessia dry belt. How's the game audio for you guys, by the way, guys? I realised it was a little bit quieter last week. I know we have the music turned off in CS anyway, but if you want to hear more game volume, do let me know. I can always turn it up a little bit. I'm aware of it being very silent when I don't say anything. I don't know. Unless you guys don't mind that, then that's obviously fine. Let's get some smaller gums knocking around in here too. And some larger ones as well. Have a coffee. I'm really on a big coffee binge at the minute. I've really like rediscovered black coffee and just drinking it all the time. Slightly more interesting shoreline, isn't it? Oh, and I think we'll just run the Thessia tree belt against the fence. Let's do Thessia. Looks more like a maintenance factory rather than a shipbuilding factory. Yeah, it probably is maintenance, isn't it? But even so, just like super surprising to find it there. You think that would be in like a major industrial port, wouldn't you? Not on what looks to be quite a small island in the middle of the Sydney harbour. You think that would be like in a dock somewhere in a industrial port. Check out. However, I reckon we can probably remove a little bit of this forest. Check out. We should get some apartments in here. Let's take out a little bit of this forest on the main road. I think we'll build up some green cities car parking here. Car parking. What am I talking about? Apartments. Let's do. Where's the vanilla parking? There we go. Isn't he 68 now? Are you guys talking about me? Oh, I didn't see DJ's message. It's very cute, DJ. Thank you. You're so lovely yourself. You are aces, dear man. Oh, DJ. DJ flatters me every day. Isn't he 68 now? I've been 68 for 4 years, so yeah. The 4th year of being 68, I just can't seem to move on. Green cities or wall to wall? Maybe wall to wall might be a bit more appropriate here. Actually, I don't want something not as tall as green cities. Maybe. Yeah, I think maybe these. Can we make a fused row out of all these little mini level? Well, what are they? There's the little 2x3 apartments rather than a specific level. just so we have like a natural curve in the building as the road curves. I do enjoy doing this. Been doing it in this week's Rannoch, not Rannoch, sorry, Kokai, which is turning out to be very nice. Need to finish the edit today, and then patrons will be getting some spoilers. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's develop this corner a little bit more. This is quite an important corner, isn't it? Let's tear all this out, and then we'll make the space walkable as well. So, can we budge you up a little bit? And you across? Just budge everyone over. There we go. Now I'd like the pathway to come up and behind the bank. Down by the side of the commercial. Which is currently on fire, which is fine. And then let's place all the apartments down that we want. So let's do... Try to do some slightly more interesting shapes. There we go. That should finish it. So get all these corners together. And then you can come up right here. Get a bit more of that residential demand down as well. Not that we've ever followed Thessia's RCI demands. Cool. Then we'll tidy this up with some concrete brush as well. Need to scroll the live chat. Will there be any surfing in Thessia? Yes. Did we? I guess we've done some like surf rescue. Does that count as surfing? Like, there's all the stuff over on Sentinel Beach. Where is it? Is it Sentinel Beach? It is, isn't it? Where was it? Where did we do it? Yes, here. Here we go. Right, we got the lifeguard tower, and then there's surf rescue over here. On the beach. There's sharks in this water as well. You can see them. They're there. There's sharks in this bay. And then there's also... there was a surf rescue depot here, which has unfortunately had its concrete brushes removed, so we'll replace these while we're here again as well. Yeah, there is a little surf rescue depot here as well, which is quite cute, with another Mitch and Jerry coven, and a bin chicken too. How exciting. Yeah. Well, I think that's as much as we can do with surfing. I don't think there's any surfer sims. Maybe in the workshop there's some surfboard props. Yeah, not sure. You keep hearing shipbuilding. Did I say shipbuilding? I might have done. Might have been talking about something. Right. Let's do... Wouldn't mind a little custom playground in here, actually. Let's do a little hedge lining, just for some privacy for the back of these apartments. And then we will get back to completing that park, I promise. We'll just develop this area first. Like a little entry into a little private garden, maybe. And then let's go for props, park, and a little piece. A little vanilla asset playground together. There we go around. Little gazebo. There were some plant pots on the entrance. A couple of benches or two in the corners. Let's do playground there. Where's the seesaws? Let's get 2 of those in. And maybe 1 singular tree. Something that won't overshadow. Maybe just that. Maybe that's okay. Nice little way to flesh out the back of the apartment, isn't it? Especially when you can kind of really embellish this wall-to-wall stuff because they have all these little alcoves in them, little alleyways that cut back through. So you can end up making some quite realistic spaces where you would expect people to just walk naturally in a little city space like that. Or cuts back through to that garden there as well, doesn't it? Cool. We can use that then. Let's get another large tree in that space where we've got the, I'll tell you what, let's just use the concrete bushes for that actually. And over here as well. Nice. Very cute. Cozy people love these assets, wall to wall, like very underrated. Little like bin prop areas around the back of them. Very nice, that, isn't it? I know it's not nice in real life, but it's nice to see in CS. That's a bit of realism, isn't it? Hey Ian B, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you? I think there are windsurfing and water jets you can drive around, but not surfers. We'll do a bit of windsurfing. Yeah, I can get some windsurfers, yeah. Hey David, how are you, mate? How was the rest of the work? Was it alright? Afternoon, been watching, but unable to join chat. Hope everyone is good and well. We are, Martin. How are you? How are you, mate? But a mite infestation in the kitchen. Reem and I have been scrubbing it. Oh, any infestation's not good, is it? But mites aren't good. At least it's not bed bugs. I suppose it could be worse. Are mites worse than bed bugs? I'd probably say they are, right? No, sorry, other way around. I think bed bugs are worse than mites, I would say. Sorry to hear that, Ian B. My condolences in clearing that up. Hope it goes okay. Are you having to like gas your apartment? And like leave for 3 hours? So I reckon with this, where we have been playing with the terrain, I think I'd like to kind of bring it up as much against the key as I can. And then we'll use some of the rock walls again, which are officially the best assets in CS2. CS1, sorry. God, CS2 in the brain. Where the hell are they? Where have they gone? Oh, because I had a filter on. Never mind. I was like, we accidentally unsubscribed from them. I want my topography view on why I'm doing this as well. So I can have... let's maybe a little bit... let's just check that actually. Yeah, I think I can get away with that. So just to kind of define the layers in a way not too dissimilar to that. Are these buildings or the props? One of the two. Either way we can select them. So bring that right down toward the key so it kind of hides that layer. And then we'll just use some smaller ones to tidy up the edge. Same on this side as well. Then some of those benches, I know exactly which bench I want to use. I think it's actually classed as a table in Find It, isn't it? Yeah, this one. Some cute spaces where people can find a couple of tables. Get a bin in here as well. Either end of the pathway. And some smaller trees, nothing that'll block the view. A couple of gums or two around the edges without overplacing. Okay, a little cabbage palm. Something a bit leafier. Now, I wouldn't mind those big chunky bushes actually. Where are they? I think they're a medium tree, I believe. Yeah, leafy full. That's what I'm after. Let's pad these out with a bit more overgrowth. Maybe one or two down here as well. Maybe a bit more colour. Bring in a couple of roadies knocking about. And maybe the occasional flame tree. Yeah, I like that. Nice little great place to come watch the boats here, isn't it? The fisheries of Valkyrie over there. Very cool. These are the high-rise condos. See the great view from the clock tower too. That's a really nice spot, isn't it? That's lovely, that. Have to leave. Thanks all. Thanks for enjoying seeing this build again. Cheers, Nugs. Thank you for hanging out, mate. Nice to see you. Take care, Ian B. Thank you for hanging out, mate. I hope the mite infestation goes well. What's the difference between a butt and a refrigerator? At least the refrigerator doesn't fart when you pull the meter. That's not really a dad joke, Pioneer. That's just a straight up. It's just a straight up dirty joke, isn't it? that's not a dad joke, mate. Dad jokes are supposed to be bad. I wouldn't have read that out if I knew what the punchline was going to be. Yeah, it's not a dad joke. That's a daddy joke, literally. Star's nailed it. That's so funny, man. Does anyone want to hear a dad joke and then drops like the dirtiest joke ever? That's just so funny. I'll get some dislikes for reading that one out. No one look at the live chat. No one look at it. It's full of filth. I don't like that on that side of the river. Maybe let's have this up against the car park here. I reckon this is screaming out for a catfish cafe as well, you know. I'll go away for 5 minutes. I know you should have stayed away, but you should have stayed away. Right, yeah. I reckon we can get an Old Faithful in here. Little catfish cafe. By the water, serving room temperature coffee. And what's a classic Aussie snack? Snags? Sell snacks. Oh, this is geared up for a staircase as well, this isn't it? Let's do this as stairs. So we'll snap off where we want the stairs to go. Any excuse to use the old in section marking stairs. Let's do. Should be a preset, right? Yeah, it is. There we go. That can be our staircase. Maybe even bring those two nodes a little closer together there. Can you set you as the same height as that one? No, I think we'd have to use propless path for that, won't we? Let me not search for prop, let's do propless. Yeah, because that way the nodes should respond a little bit better to being terraformed. Possibly the same here as well, actually. Let's upgrade that section. I'm spending way too much time messing about with one set of stairs. But I think it makes a difference, doesn't it? I think that really ties the entire city together, that one staircase. Let's do concrete. Oh, KTB with a £5 super sticker, which is their first ever super chat on the channel. Thank you so much, Katie. Thank you for the £5. Appreciate you. Although you didn't say anything. You are welcome to say hello. Thank you for the £5. Appreciate that. Right. Some, I think quintessential table action is in order here, isn't it? I'd like a little bit of fence in there as well, actually. I think we'll use prop fence. I know it's going to be a nightmare on the terrain. She's not work. I think we'll do farm. Just up to the back of the lift in the terrain. Oh, that's not farm, is it? That's forestry. Let's downgrade to farm. There we go. Continue with the concrete around the back of the shop as well, just so it makes sense where the bin is. So I do love getting kind of close and spicy with these little city park areas. They're very nice. Let's find that vanilla table as well. Caffeine addiction. Is that what it is? I'm sat here drinking coffee thinking I'm just being an adult, and secretly I'm spiraling into crippling drug addiction. As it turns out. Oh. And then I think just a load of these regular crowns behind it, and I pad that up. Yeah, that's a nice little extension. Then probably actually let's take that vanilla dirt pathway across the green belt there. And isn't the gate around here? Yeah, it's there, isn't it? I'll tie that into there, and then that can go back to the key. Cool, and I think we'll keep this as kind of generic, just open park space with the occasional kind of tree that you can host a picnic under. Sort of vibe, anyway. Splendid. It's a nice little evolution of that little park waterfront, isn't it? A Bear Necessities with a £1 super chat. Thank you so much, Bear. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for the donor, mate. Work was work. Yeah, sorry to hear that, mate. What do you do for a living, David, if you don't mind me asking? What do you do? My dad went to the bank. An old woman asked if he could help check her balance. So he, so he pushed her over. That's a dad joke. That's a dad joke, man. That's a good one. It's funny. Sorry, there was no comment. I didn't know what I was doing. It's alright. You know for next time. What did the traffic light say to the car? Go on, David. Let us know. Okay. I like that. We were going to look at some single family homes, weren't we, for the hillside here? We could just take more inspiration from what we saw in Sydney, although the terrain here is not going to be fun to work with whatsoever. Don't look, I'm changing. It's alright, David. It's alright, that one. Classic dad joke. Casino's got some good dad jokes. Oh. So if we were to map out some suburban streets here, we might not end up doing this, I don't think. I just think the terrain here is going to be too much of a pain. But if we were to at least briefly experiment with it. All up and down, isn't it? Let's put on our tag for single-story homes. Yeah, slope too steep. This isn't going to be fun to play with at all. If we were to bring them in, and then if I had some running the other side. I know you do get some steep gradients, especially homes backing onto each other up a hillside, but can we tolerate that? Because that's what the terrain tiring is going to be like, building that up. I think we can smoothen it out, making it a little bit easier, maybe. I'm not sure. Let's go with it. Whatever nasty terrain generates, like this bit's particularly bad. I think maybe we just come in with a super big tree. Let's do something like here, because I want to have this area really finished. I don't want to spend another live stream over here. We can kind of block it with trees. That makes it quite a bit more palatable, doesn't it? I think we can get away with that one. What does a car of an Iranian billionaire drive? Saddam Hussein. That one's a little bit. That one's more dad jokey, yeah. That one's more dad jokey. The other one was absolutely not. Right, okay. I think we'll go with this then. Let's take a junction into here. And then we'll fill this hillside with single family homes, and then we can probably call it a wrap for this side of the city. You guys just let me know what you want to do next Thessia live stream. Since we're finishing the build on stream now, you guys have much more control over actually what the builds are. I tend to do a little bit of scouting before we go live, just so I have a rough idea of what's happening, but especially in the comments of the VOD as well, if you want to see anything in particular as Thessia grows, then let me know. I know there's a few national park requests, which we'll do. Let them go there. Want to roughly try and keep the houses directly behind each other here. I like a little bit of density, if you know what I mean. Let's change these nodes to slopes as well. Yeah, cool. So let's just go on a plop-in spree then, and then we will... Actually, let's do a little bit of sloping just beforehand. Just a tiny bit. I'm a bin man egg, the most glamorous binman in Coventry. PS, I'm a few minutes behind. I'm watching on 1.5. I didn't realise you could watch live streams back on different speeds. Interesting. That's nice though, David. You are a essential cog in the country. Our streets would be full of shit if it wasn't for you lot. So thank you for your service. Let's get rid of these trees here too. And probably network multi-slope that as well, I reckon. Let's do from there down to here. And there up to here. Cool, that might make it a little easier actually. We'll see. Let's practice bottom row first. To range to move it to. Okay, and then let's look behind it. Hopefully it doesn't get too gnarly. This is what puts me off doing like proper Beverly Hills build. Like, as you look at the actual configuration of something like Beverly Hills, it's just so super compact. But the way the terrain behaves in CS, just doing something like that would make it a friggin' nightmare. It's not too bad if you get the exposed foundations like that, I suppose, but I think otherwise it's pretty gnarly, isn't it? But there's not a lot you can really do to avoid it. You could do a key wall, but you'd end up using so many nodes. And then can we... just do... Let's see, come back to that tree filter. And we'll do random big trees here. Not redwoods though. I just hope the live is always the same time as this. It most likely will be, Joseph, yeah. Especially the midweek streams. Is my YouTube analytics tell me this is the best time to stream, 1 PM UK. It's when most of my subscribers are online. There's a little bit of a spike around the evening time as well, towards 8 PM UK. Right, it is quite a lot better with the trees blocking the terrain, isn't it? I can definitely get away with that. Although the LOD does pop a little bit, it's okay. It is okay. Yeah, so let's just do more houses here then. This one shouldn't be too bad this side. Terrain's a lot friendlier. And then we can slope that down to the road then. Then I think we'll give a bit of a crash barrier network against that road actually, because it is a bit of a key arterial. I'd hate for a car to veer off road into someone's garden. 4 places. I love the way CS looks. If you compare it to CS2, it's much more attractive. Yeah, I remember a lot of people saying they preferred the look of CS2 when it first came out, but I think CS1 is significantly more colourful. I think it's got a lot more charm to it. Like, CS2 can look good in photo mode, and there's mods like Lumina now that are coming out to make it look a little bit better. But like, CS1 is just... people call it cartoony, but I don't think that's the right word for it. It's just a totally different art style, isn't it? It's just so much more colour to it. I know we're playing with LUTs and stuff on here, but if you look at something like Rannoch, looks gorgeous. Super colourful. Crash barrier. There's a standard sound barrier here, we could just use that. How do we feel about this sound barrier, maybe? It's quite nice. Looks like something the city's put a bit of effort into, doesn't it? Or we could go for, like, industrial crash barrier. Some of these concrete wall things. I think we'll do this sound barrier. I like this one. We use this loads in ILOs. Those that remember. Off in the screw one, be right back. Careful, David. Have a safe trip, mate. Have a safe trip. Totally agree, watching Thessia, it's so refreshing again. It's nice to have so much love for Thessia, by the way, guys. Thank you for supporting the streams. Do appreciate it. Yeah, it's a shame Thessia kind of happened when it did, so close to CS2. For the interest to dive, for obvious reasons, which we won't keep going over. Have we sloped this? Yeah, it's just quite a bit exposed, isn't it? It's okay though. And then Thessia brush behind the houses, I think. Shelter them from the noise of the arterial. Just take that straight down there. Cool. Yeah, that's what I want. Just some like layered low density housing crawling up the hill. I reckon we can probably squeeze one more layer in there, I reckon. And then we'll probably send this road a bit further down here, actually. Just for, to connect in maybe where those keys are. It was a bit of an excuse to have a connection where the, people can move up and down the layer. I'm not actually sure if they're able to there. Let's make sure they can. We'll have a pathway linked to the road. Very cool to see people walking up the stairs to get back to that top layer. Did we do that further down? I feel like we must have done. Yeah. Let's turn these into slopes as well. So the last layer, we'll slope it up to here. Increase the brush size a little bit here too. Push that up. Deforest a little bit. Yeah. Also, do we need another road in? Do you just want to leave that final layer there? Don't really want to know, well, don't know how close I want to get to the Queen's Park here. Separate somewhere, we've got some awkward clipping. Got 3 houses of the same type there. Let's switch that out for something else. And we can probably have some houses here too. have to manipulate some of them now. It's very awkward on this terrain. Can we have that side on? Is that going to work? Yeah, it probably will do. Okay, and then let's re-slope this massive cliff up to the top of the Queen's Park Road. Trying to do some more significant ridge lines to that. And then just soften out a little bit. Cool. And that should give me pretty much what I'm after here. Some forested hillside houses tucked into what remains of the natural mountain forest. Send that up there too. And then we got the room here. Yeah, I think we do. We need a name for this neighborhood, if anyone wants to give it a name. Might be worth using IMT for those barriers. I think some of them are specifically for IMT. I think that's why they have a little bit of difficulty being placed on non-flat terrain. If you put Google Earth and Egg and Fear build, you won't tell the difference. Thank you, Joseph. It's very kind of you, mate. And then we'll keep the soundbar running down this way. Yeah, If You Candy is a very, very good builder. Very, very good. Let's have some more trees in here too. Cool. So really we could keep this going all the way around the bottom of Queen's Park, but I reckon this build here is probably geared up for another build entirely for that space. But the little flowing mounting roads there are very welcome addition. This whole area feels a lot more alive now, doesn't it? I reckon we could go for some road decoration here as well, right? There's a lot of empty space around here. Let's give a little bit of love to the networks. What do you call a dog who does magic? A labracadabrador. Yes! That's a good one, Pioneer. That's a good one. That is good. Labracadabrador is gorgeous. Main problem in CS2 is everything's too clean and plasticky. Looks like the entire city was built and finished yesterday. Yeah, it does, doesn't it, Nomis? A bit of grime goes a long way in CS, doesn't it, as it turns out? It does. I kind of wish they'd bring monuments back to CS2, sort of make like an endgame goal. Yeah, monuments would be cool. I hope it's different monuments though, like, kind of found the CS2 ones, well CS1 ones are really unusable really, beside the castle and the ultimate recycling plant. Like, Hadron Quilers are mad. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to leave you with a view of Thessia here. I'll be literally 2 seconds. Oh, goodness me. My apologies, everyone. That was the window cleaner. My apologies. Sorted now, though. Thank you. Thessia is at its best. Detail and master. Thank you, Katie. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yes, network detailing. Network detailing. So, I think we'll do dirt in between here. Let's have a little bit of plants and overgrowth between it. So we do some lights here as well, didn't we? Cool. Do we want... We could do crash barriers down here. We could do crash barriers here. Thinking just the simple single-sided ones might be quite nice. Yeah, I think we will. If we're going to have big trees here, I reckon we use crash barrier. Let's just take them up to the billboard. And then we'll do... Oh, I have to stay left to right, don't I? Let's fill this space in. And then, where does it end? There. Again, you can use the insertion marking tool for this if you like. You'll save nodes. And then we'll do the same this side as well. Just take angle snapping off. Love seeing those OE trucks move around. Isn't Terry a beautiful human? Very cool. And then let's have same thing here. I like the fact there's billboards down this road. I feel like you'd get a lot of advertising here, with it being kind of a key arterial getting so much traffic. And then let's keep the Thessia forest running between the couplet. And do we want a road connection there? Would that be... I mean, there's one there and there, isn't it? It's probably not really necessary, actually. And there's no real reason for a path connection either, because there's nothing to cross over to here. You know, we could do a mountain staircase up to the school. That would be cool. Then I think here we'll fill with concrete again. Bring that brush size down a little bit too. We gotta go. Been awesome being able to enjoy an egg stream after such a long time. Have a great rest of the day. See you later, Ben and Cestis. Thank you for hanging out, buddy. Nice to see you as always. And we've got some more billboards down. We've got plenty of them. We can do... Oh, look at that. Look at the thank you for 90k subscribers. We need thank you for 100k now, don't we? How cute is that? Oh, they're all specific welcome too. I wouldn't mind having a Motlook Petrochemicals billboard here either. And let's get some Ascension rum on the back of that. And let's do... We can't have them that close, can we? Remember? There, just so they're like that. We do overcharged energy. That might be quite a good one. Just say yes, please. So good. Absolutely brilliant, aren't they? We've got a Valkyrie bitter one here. And these are all Valkyrie specific ones, really. Should we leave it at that? I think we'll leave it at that. Let's get some little kind of overgrowthy bits knocking around these billboards. Little kind of long grasses just poking up at the front there. Turn that brush strength down too. But maybe not that longer grass. Just so it's not fully blocking it, just so it's like a little bit overgrown. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Egg, what was the asset used for the stairs? It's called... It's just a regular step asset. This one here, they're called V-steps. If I can show you the Steam listing, I'll put them in the live chat for you, mate. So they're just called Vanilla Steps Final. I will share the link in the live chat if you want a link to them. And then you use the insertion marking tool mod. If you go back to the campus episode of the Thessia playlist where we built the Sentinel one, I don't think I have any mods in the live chat, do I? A mod would be able to link you to it. Yeah, this episode of Thessia, I think it's called "This One Modding Tip Completed My Campus." It's quite an early Thessia episode. I discussed the process in the episode of how to make it using the intersection marking tool. It's pretty easy. It's just resetting the step and using a prop line with intersection marking tool to make it. But I'll cover it in the video. You can see it there if you're interested. It's in the Thessia playlist. The Sentinel Campus is the one you're looking for. Right. I'm not sure what else to put in these concrete spaces. I feel like you wouldn't really have anything here at a major intersection like this. I feel like we should just leave it to breathe. There's somewhere where someone would walk across the road. Nice node controller work as well, isn't it? Around here. Nodes really expanded out. Lovely stuff. Thanks, I love the stairs. I know the progress, just couldn't find the elements to build them. Yeah, they're in the live chat, mate, you get them. They're just called steps. There's loads of other ones on the workshop as well. If you just search for steps and then filter for props, you'll see loads of them. If you want different textures or sort of material, if you like. Yeah, wonderful. How have we been live for now? 3 hours. Wonderful. We've done quite a bit today, haven't we? And it kind of really finishes off this area of the city, doesn't it? We've got one more thing to do here, actually, haven't we? I reckon we can get some sports pictures in here. Yeah, let's do this. Let's finish this area because I don't want to come back here. I want this bit of the city finished. We've done quite a bit today, though. Yeah, we saw quite a lot of cricket pitches knocking around Sydney, didn't we, on Google Earth? So let's get some cricket in here. So there's community cricket and suburban cricket. Which one do we want? Probably suburban, I think. The community one's a bit much, isn't it? A bit obvious, a bit crickety, if you like. It's actually going to be quite nice here if we just expanded a natural green belt with these assets. I saw someone tweet Colossal Order the other day, actually, and they were saying about how much they loved the sports venues DLC for CS1 and if they're going to get another one. And they replied saying, like, we'll see, but also let us know what else you want to see in a DLC. So I really hope Bad Peanut gets another. I mean, I know they work for Paradox now, so maybe it's a bit of a... There won't be a conflict of interest, but I guess they can still do one. I guess they worked for Paradox when they did sports venues, didn't they, I suppose? But yeah, I really love Bad Peanut to be able to do another sports pack for CS2. I really do like that DLC. Sports venues is very good. Let's keep the tree line going up here too. Are we okay here? Do we want to have a bit of traffic manager perhaps? Looks like we've got some node inconsistencies here. You guys don't need to be stopping. Just go. Go. I wouldn't mind a couple of cricket pitches maybe. Actually, let's do the one we saw in Sydney. It was surrounded by live oaks, wasn't it? The custom made assets are bloody amazing, aren't they just? Aren't they just? Really cute being able to have like custom inside jokes from the community actually in the city. Cool, I like that. Maybe some other kind of sporty venues around here as well. Let's do maybe a little skate park or something on the corner here. Let's do that. Anything else you want? We could also do sidewalk cafe in the shadows of the towers here as well. Might be quite nice. And I reckon that's probably it. I don't think I want a pond around here or anything overly landscaped. That's like, can I unhook this with multi-tool? Can. Although I can't delete it. We'll move it, grab it. If we just go for nodes. No, it doesn't. Okay, no. the unlock network doesn't work with those cafes, which is fine. Let's just link it in regardless then. And I guess we could take it off in a bit of a circle here. And have that kind of go back toward the pathway like that. Yeah, I like that. Sprinkle in some little trees there too. And try and keep lots of open green belt here. I don't really want to start dominating the towers. There should be quite a nice view here up to those condos, shouldn't it? Which is also, on the second note, a very nice vanilla for using. These big condos, aren't they? They're really, really eye-catching, 3 of them stick together. Quite nice. I'm back. Need to take Avro for a walk before it hits 100 today. What I missed, tell me everything. Yeah, get out before it gets too hot, Whiskey. That's not going to be fun for anyone. Have a safe dog walk, mate. Can we do a little extended skate park here? Couple of trees around it. I think when you're working at the bottom of like a massive development here, like we are with the towers, I think sometimes simple is better. Although we've got some terrain issues there, haven't we? Let's make sure we push those props down. Who is at fault there? Do we want to probably bring the nodes of this road up? Be the same height. There we go, I'm happy with that. In the forest around here as well on the riverbank. Let's smoothen that out. And then we'll do Thessia forest here. Little cafe. Yeah, you get a little cafe in there as well. Has it got to be catfish? We can do another catfish one. You know I'm always available to build a catfish cafe. Best asset in the game. I hope when official assets for CS2 arrive, that somebody remakes the catfish cafe. I'd be devastated to never have to see it again. A little bit of terrain awkwardness there, isn't there? See if we can't push that out. And then we get that table again. Let's do... Oh, we got the tick on YouTube, by the way, guys. We have the little tick next to the channel name now, you should see. We are officially a verified channel at 100,000 subscribers, which is tremendously exciting. Thank you for that. Let's do a little bit of slope in there, actually. You can see kind of where the awkwardness of the vanilla pathways sort of lumps up a little bit. Just want to smoothen that out. There we go. And I think we'll do the tree trick again here. Filter back for large trees and do the old Alt-V, so we get a nice little selection. Yeah, I think that's all it needs. It's a nice sort of respecting of the green space, isn't it? Gotta go, everyone. See you later, Pioneers. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Rivendell's fit perfectly. Seems like it was always there. Yeah, it's sat nicely on the hillside, hasn't it? Next to old Pioneer farms. Yeah. Well, there's a bin in the street. Why is that there? If someone's waiting for a garbage collection, are they? There we go. There comes the garbage truck, just on demand. Very nice. Very nice. Right, cool. So I think I'm happy with this area now. We filled out some of those awkward spaces on the hillside that were just left undeveloped around the existing build. So I think I'm pretty happy with it. And what do you guys want to do next time? There's a few different things we can look at. I guess I'll ask you guys since you're all the Thessia faithful. So maybe here. Or there's a space next to the airport we're not developed. We could do this bit. More industry by the port is also needed. This isn't finished. But maybe next stream we spend doing some airport side stuff might be quite cool. Does that sound good? Maybe we can do that. And the silver play button. Yeah, there's a picture of the play button in the Discord. I need to put it on the community tab actually. You just reminded me. There's also an unboxing video of it on the Patreon as well if you're interested. Yeah, I think we'll do this bit next time. Bit next to the airport. But otherwise, that will do it for today, and we'll enjoy the newly developed view down to the downtown. Let's give someone a host before you all run away. I think we're going to give it to Picana for his multi-level subway system in CS2. So there's a link in the live chat, guys, to Picana's video. He builds the Metro Plaza in CS2. It's absolutely wild. Like, seriously cool processing of CS2 networks. Yeah, really cool. Check it out. Subscribe if you are enjoying his content as well. But otherwise, that'll do it for today. Thank you for hanging out with Thessia stream. We peaked at 136 people, I think, which isn't too bad. I was expecting it to kind of struggle around 100 for most of the stream. So thank you for supporting Thessia streams. So like, I know the other streams tend to be much more popular. But yeah, I was going to go live on Tuesday with Thessia, but I wasn't feeling too great in the morning. So we'll be live again on Tuesday, I think. And maybe we'll do some Man Awards. I think I want to do some more Man Awards content in the beta patch with the fishing stuff. And before we do kind of a full video on it once the actual patch launches. And I've been sent another link to a game as well today that I think we'll cover next week. Let me yeah, Memoriopolis, I think we'll cover next week. I've been sent a key for it. It seems pretty good, so we'll check that out probably next week, I think. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the stream next week. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the donations as well. You guys have been very kind. Shout out to KT, Nomus Towns as always. Star Stuff is always here. Johannes, Adarin, DJ, Bicana, Scope, Stuart, Joseph, G, Bram, Bix, BL, and Whiskey. Thank you for hanging out, guys. I will see you all. Oh yeah, don't forget, if you've got nothing else to do the afternoon, leave me a comment and a like on the stream VOD afterwards. Always helps them do well in the algorithm. And a shout out to any stream VOD watchers who have made it 3 hours and 13 minutes into a stream VOD. Thank you for the support. But otherwise, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on Tuesday. As always, enjoy the rest of your day.